I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry. It took me a minute to get on. I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay, okay, it's fine. At least you're here right now. Um, yeah, I mean, I thought we were gonna come on and start to celebrate the release of your new single, "Slow Down." What seems to have happened?
I don't know. It
Uh,
was supposed to, it should have been on the streaming services today, and it's not there. But I didn't really trip about it too much because it went to radio. So
okay,
it going to radio first. It needed to go to radio first because they get all in their feelings. But so that's a good thing because it did go to radio. So it'll probably be up maybe tomorrow or Sunday. But
okay. So it doesn't not have to. So it doesn't have to do the what Friday release. It can just come out anytime. Or I thought
yeah,
there
it
was.
can come out anytime. When you doing that's that's the good thing about being independent. When you're doing DistroKid or one of the other ones, you can put in a date for them to come out. And it goes through its own little system, and then it posts it everywhere, all streaming services, and then it goes to IG. So you have it has that little
Okay.
process it has to go to. But it should have been up. I wanted it to be up yesterday, but I wasn't going to say yesterday. And then today it's like, no, it's not even there. So I don't know.
Um, so what's the, well for those that when it does come out, what's the background behind it? How did the song come about? And
So as as you know, I was working with Father M. Um, I went out to Vegas to his studio on some tracks because we've been talking about working together on because I can't see you, Namdi. I can't see. When you start getting older, you blind.
okay.
So and then this don't go together. But yeah, I went out to Vegas to work with him because we kept talking about we're gonna work. And finally, we got it together for me to go out there. And I get out there and he's sick as a dog. He is sick because it was just and he went something happened. It's something about losing connection. Did you lose connection at all?
No.
You can hear me?
I think yours was. Yeah, I can hear you and see. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so I get out to, get out there, he's sick. So he's like coughing up a lung and all kinds. But I was like, ew, why I gotta be here working with you now when you're sick? So he had his engineer that he uses, Animal, he's Issa Rae's brother. And he's also oh my gosh, not Chance. What's the other rapper? It begins with a C. Um,
Not common. Is it
not
creator Tyler? No, no,
not Common. Oh my
not
gosh.
Tyler the creator. Tyler.
No. He was just having the beef with no, he wasn't really in that beef, but he kind of got in it some type of way.
Joe. Is it Cole something? J
Yeah, J.
Cole.
Cole. J. Cole. I know it was a C in there somewhere. So yeah. Um J. Cole, it's Animal is J. Cole's engineer. So, he was there when I got there. So when we went, I mean, he just played tracks for me and was like, so tell me which one you want to do. So I was like, all right, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot. So I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, I can't think. So we pulled out this Usher joint and it was fire. But the first thing I said was, you trying to get me in trouble with Usher. Hell no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, we gonna get in trouble. It was fire. But I was like, and I started trying to write to it, and I was like, nah, it's reminding me too much of the song, so I can't make something up around it, a
Mm.
whole different melody. So he was like, all right, all right, all right. So then he played some more stuff, and then I picked this one. So I went in the bathroom and I started writing to it. So every time I would write a verse, I said, okay, Animal, I want to lay the vocals down. So I would go in the booth, lay the vocals down, and then I come back out and I'm asking Father why he's coughing up a lung. I'm like, well, how did that sound? And he's like, oh, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot. Yeah, that's hot. So I said, okay, okay. So I went back in and I did the hook. So I was hearing the whole time, slow down, slow down, you're moving too fast. It just came in my spirit, like, sing something about y'all doing too much, too fast right now. Like, you ain't got to be doing all this grinding and winding and touching and all of this other stuff. Let's just hold hands. Let's watch a movie. We ain't even got to eat no popcorn. Let's just watch the movie and enjoy each other. Try to learn each other instead of everybody trying to come through the door having sex. So I thought that Father was going to say, like, Jack, that's not going to work, because you know how he talk. And he's like, yeah, that's some bullshit. That's not going to work. And I'm like, he didn't say it. I was waiting for him to say it. He didn't say it. So um, we did the song, and like the song was done in 3.5 hours. It was just done. And I was like, it's fire. I'm happy with it. But so then we go to the next song. And the next song, he talks me into the next song. And I'm saying, because I was ready to pick another track, right? But he picks out this track for me. And he says, Jack, I want you to do a remake of Friends Houdini joint. And I was like, what? I said, Friends is fire. I don't want to do no remake, nothing. I'm gonna get in trouble. That's all I kept saying. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. Nah, you're not gonna get in trouble. Yo, I'm telling you, I did that my whole career. All my joints is, that's this and this and this and that. So I'm like, man, I'm scared to mess with this song. But I said, let me go ahead. So I started writing to it. And then we came up with that joint. So here now it's time for me to clear it. Because I'm like, Father, we got to clear this song. I'm not trying to get in trouble. So he's like, all right, yeah, I checked into the clearance house and da 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 da. So I said, but you're not finding out nothing. Okay. So I had to hit my boy up that is really good friends with Jaleel. So, and my friend is from the LA Posse. And actually I told he and Muff, it's Muffler and Daryl. They are the LA Posse, the producers that did all the LL stuff. You Jingling Baby, all his hot stuff. I Need Love and all of that. You gotta interview them. Oh my gosh, their story is hilarious. About Russell, the whole nine coming to New York from LA, and they're like those whatever. I don't know if they're Crips or what, but their story is crazy. But and then them having all these hits. So I called Daryl and I was like, I need to get in touch with Jaleel, from Houdini. Who knows Jaleel? He was like, me and Jaleel are like best friends. And I said, I didn't know y'all was best friends. I knew you probably knew him. And because I know Drew from Houdini, and I met them before the rest of them, but I didn't know him. So I ended up talking to Jaleel, and I was like, okay, I want to, I said, Father, I blamed it on Father. I threw him all the way under the bus. And I said, Father MC sampled your record. I said, he sampled your record. Now I'm in trouble. So I sent it to him and he was like, um, I love it. I love it. And I wanted him to even rap on it, if he wanted to rap on it. But um, I had to get the stuff cleared through his manager, slash it's their attorney, and it's my friend's attorney too. So I had to talk to Dan to see what was going on. And he said Sony owns the masters to it. So that's going to be a problem. So now with that track, we're back at square one. So I have the whole Pro Tool session. Father sent it to me, and one of my boys was gonna do something with it. One of my boys that I work with all the time, but he was like, "Man, this take me back so much to New Jack Swing and then that era of hip hop." But I was like, Friends don't sound like New Jack Swing. Friends is just Friends. It don't
Mm.
have I don't know. You think it don't have a New Jack Swing sound to me.
No, I don't know if it has a New Jack sound, but I guess it comes from an era when yeah, it comes from an era, but it has that upbeat, happy type of stuff, and that's what a lot of New Jack was. So that was the vibe. So maybe that's that they're referring to.
I
But yeah,
I just feel like it's not a New Jack Swing sounding song. It's more um I hear Lisa when I hear
yeah, that's what I'm
Friends.
saying.
Like especially when I
Yeah,
was singing to it.
yeah, because it comes
It
from
was more
that era, that 84, 85. But
right.
I guess it was when New Jack came out, it was a lot more upbeat. So it's probably captures a lot of happy vibe in music, and that's probably what they meant. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine it would have been quite an expensive thing to try and use that sample
Oh my
because
gosh. I was like, no. And you know that Universal will charge you out the eyeballs to use it. But see what they would have done is we would have put it out and see Father, he'll push you to do the craziest stuff on the planet and get you in trouble. So he's like, yeah, just okay, well, don't put it out as as a record to sell. Just put it out as a promotion joint. And I was like, I can't do songs for promotion. I need music out that I can make money from some type of way. I don't care if it's $2. I'm like, no, we gotta put some stuff out. So I got scared when I talked to the attorney. I mean, he's a sweetheart, but he straight up told me, he said, I had another artist that did that, and one of the labels came after him, and the song was big, so I can't say who it was. He said, and when the label came after them, the song only sold. I can't remember how much he said the song made. Maybe 500,000 or something like that.
mm,
Maybe over a little bit more than that, but the judge said you got to pay 750,000.
what?
So they had to pay 250,000 extra dollars. I was like, see, I'll be crying because I don't have no money. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So he was just giving me examples of stuff that he's been through with artists. So he was like, I wouldn't take that chance only because, and he said, I know Jaleel told you to go ahead and use it, and rock out, but he was like, they don't own the masters. What he was trying to, well, they own part of it, right? Not the masters, but they own part of the song.
Of the publishing,
So,
yeah.
right, the publishing. So one of the guys passed away that wrote it with Jaleel. What's his last name? Smith, something Smith. I forget his first name, but he passed away. So um whatever would go to his estate. And then it's Jaleel. But then it's where Dan was telling me it got complicated was it's they have rights in parts of the UK, UK, Germany, whatever, and then they got different rights. Sony got different rights. So I was like,
Mm.
oh no, this is the whole mess. No, never mind. No, I'm good. No.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
good.
think unfortunately, I mean, it's a popular song, and they'll wait until it goes big, and then they say, okay, and even if you try and get it cleared, they may put a high fee on it as well, because if you were, let's for argument's sake, say Beyonce or Bruno Mars, who wants to promote it, so they know that okay, it's going to get a lot of exposure, so they can generate their revenue from that. But if it's an independent artist that's not going to get a lot, then like why devalue the song because somebody else might want to have used it, but because you put it out puts them off, so they want to pay. They may charge a high price for that. Um, So, what are your plans for that track then, since you've already written to it?
So the plans are I need help from Namdi. My brother. I need help from my brother. So I would love to um have a contest
Okay.
with some, so whatever producers want to chance at it, take a chance at it. Whichever one is the dopest, it'll be the second single. So
Okay.
that what you think?
So you're saying you want to leave it open so that I mean I know there's a number of producers that that tune in so what can they do? So would they be able to um, get your is it you've got your vocals so they can try and
Hmm.
make a track based on okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have a Pro Tools track set up that we can send out to them and they can use that and it has my vocals and they can rock and see what they come up with. Because I mean
Okay.
the vocals on it is hot. It still has that, even though we took the friends, the music out of it, it's still, it's still got that it's so they can come up with whatever. It's
Okay.
it's one of them,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, we'll put it out there. So I guess you need to then we'll need to find out where they can email to request the tracks and the vocals so that they can work from that part, and then how they send it back. So I guess we just need to have, and then also I guess there's a time frame. How long do they have to be able to get it back to you?
Probably because I want to put the EP out um in August. So the end of August. I'm preparing for the end of August to put the EP out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see. But because of you, you got me in trouble. So now I'm in some new hot water. Um, because Tim wants to do some work. So Tim from Tim and Bob, Tim Kelley. So
Yeah.
Tim wants to do something, which Tim sent me a million tracks already.
Are you
And
serious?
I'm serious, and they are beautiful. And he's such a freaking hit writer that you like, wait a minute. But the thing that I love with him is all I have to say to him was, I said, so Tim, you got something acoustic? Because I want to do something, acoustic. He was like, oh, I got you. Next thing you know, you're gonna get like 50 songs. Tim is so freaking amazing as a producer and his mind. He was telling me since he had the stroke, um, he was like, I can still, he said he does more to himself now. He makes more music now than he did before.
Wow.
But he's so freaking brilliant. It's just amazing. And then he's funny. And he'll tell a story and have you like, oh my gosh, but he's so sweet. And I just have like people reaching out to me now, to do stuff. And the other thing is, so the track that just came out, the composer of the music is Rock Wilder.
Oh,
So
okay.
the song is written by me and Rock Wilder, because Rock Wilder composed the track. That's his composition. And Rock Wilder is so sweet. And did Timothy sample it? Yes, he did. He sampled the whole track. And because that's how father works. So I don't knock him. And me and Rock Wilder talked about that. He said that's what he does too. He said, I play a lot of stuff, but then he said, I sample too. And he said
Mm.
that he was telling me that, when he did Destiny's Child, that he did a remake of um, Natalie Cole, one of Natalie Cole's records. I don't know, because I don't know which Destiny's Child album you talking about. but because I don't really listen to them like that. They had a few
Yeah.
songs that I love, but um, he said that Natalie Cole came after him and she took 100% of the song.
Wow.
She was 100%. Yeah. So
Wow.
he said, he was saying, I know how that is. And the crazy thing is, you know, with Father, you got to ask him, what did you do? What you sample? What you take from? You know, so because he's like everywhere, but he's brilliant with that. He's really good with that. And
Mm.
and he has great ears. When I tell you he's like a young, no, I can't even say young, his ass ain't young no more. He's like a he's like a Andre Harrell, because he came up with Andre. So he has that. And Dre
Mm.
would have said the same thing, because Dre managed me for a second before we start fussing, and I was like, no, I know. But Dre would say the same things that Father says. Dre would say, man, whatever, them samples, whatever. We could do those later. Like, whatever, money. We not doing, like, that's him. So I know that's where Father gets it from, not worrying about, okay, what did we sample? What did we take? But like I said, you know, I had beautiful conversation with my boy, Rock Wilder. He is a sweetheart, and we are planning to work. So, like, work in Atlanta. When I go to Atlanta, I told him, I'm gonna call you when I get there. So, because I got to work with Reese, producer Declare, the one I work with all the time. We have two songs for the EP, and then we have this one. I have to go back out to Vegas to do another song with Father,
Wow.
because we can't use the other one. We can use it with somebody else doing the track, you know. So I said, well, somebody else can do the track to that one, can try, to do the track to that one. But I'm gonna do another song with Father. Um,
But when did the idea of coming out with new music, how did that come about?
well, I've been putting out stuff little by little,
Yeah,
and
he's Riches of the World, and then you did a remake with Chub Rock.
yeah, I talked to Chubb like 2 days ago too, and he was like, I love him. When you hear Chubb's voice, he's like, Jacci McGhee, I love you. What you need from me? I got you. He just has that voice. And that's my baby. I love him to no end. Um, but we put out the remix of Riches of the World, but because they had put out that Jacci McGhee, the digital version,
Mm, yeah.
whatever, and then put out all the mixes for my album, I was like, okay, we got to put out, something. So let
Mm,
me put out Time and Time. And that was kind of, Time and Time was just something that we kind of had laying in the archives, like just laying around. It's like, okay, let's fix up some things and put it out. Me and producer Declare Reese. So um, this thing came about because I was supposed to do a whole album
wow.
with Herb Middleton,
Oh,
and
okay.
Herb had a stroke as well. So we started working on some stuff, and then Herb was, to me, moving a little too fast, um,
Fast.
trying to get, back to himself. And he was doing too much too soon. And I was like, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down, bro. You gotta slow down. And that's my boy.
Mm.
I love Herb. Herb is such a sweetheart. But then too, I don't tell no lies now. So I'm in my car and I'm in here sweating like a runaway slave, because I'm trying not to turn my air conditioner up loud, because it's gonna my air conditioner is gonna be too loud in the thing. So I'm in here sweating. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sweating. So well, tell me if this is too loud. Can you hear my air conditioner?
No, 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 I
Can you
can't
hear
hear.
it? Or no?
No, no.
You can't hear it? Oh, okay, cool. Woof. Thank you. Because I'm in, now look, I gotta take my little nose ring chain off because it don't match my glasses. So okay, so what happened too with Herb, you know, Herb is great. He's a great writer. So he has all of these ideas. And for me, um, we were doing a Jackie's class. We were going to call it Jackie's Class Live. And for me, it's like, if I'm going to sing some stuff, I have to sing my life, or sing something I know about, or sing something, I'm giving a message, about, or whatever. I can't sing somebody else's life. So I kept saying, Herb, I want to sing about your old girlfriends from back in the day. Herb, because he had me singing this song "Crazy for You," and it sound like a Boys to Men song, and I don't know why I'm so crazy, and I'm like, I, I was like, Herb, it's not moving me, and I love it, but it would be dope for like Boys to Men. It would be dope, and I was just like, I sat with it for a while, and I was like, nah, I don't know Herb. And then I actually let my sister in Holland. I don't know if you ever heard of Tasha's World. Have you ever heard of Tasha's World? She's in Rotterdam, Holland, and she had some records out.
Okay, no,
You ever
no,
heard of You ever heard
no,
of her? Well, she's
no.
in Holland, and she actually, she's big in Holland. Um, so I let her hear it, and she was like, "That's not you." She was like, "That's not you. That's not you." So, I mean, and she was right. She was 100% right. And I knew it wasn't me. So I was like, you know what? I have to say, when I know this stuff is not me, I can't do it. So I knew when I worked, the one thing I do know about Father, when I work with Father, I knew Father was going to bring heat, because he knows hits. Like, he can hear it and he knows a hit. So he just goes, "Hi, Tim." Can you see me?
Yeah, you can.
Yo, what up? Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up, Tim Kelly?
How you doing, sis?
How are you? Did I send you your message today? Did I check on you today?
You usually do, man, but you know what? I gotta give you a pass because you're doing your thing right now. You promoting your stuff, so you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I was like, did I send you your message? Oh man, how you feeling today?
I'm doing
You all right
good,
today?
man. I'm
Yeah.
doing good, man. Is your single out
Okay.
today?
Uh,
I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go check it out.
No, it's not yet out.
you know what happened? It went to radio, but it's not up on on streaming services. So I held the video back, because I'm like, well, wait a minute, what happened? But I don't mess with the multi's timing. Whatever he has, he's doing it when he say go. Not when Jackie
Right,
said go. So
exactly.
I'm like, whatever he's holding it back for, he's like, wait a minute, I got something that I know about that I'm doing. So I'm
Because
like,
the
okay.
whole world need to hear that, man. Because most of them, a lot of them be streaming, man. You know what I mean? They be streaming to get their music, man. So that we got to get that going, man. If something ain't right, we got to get that right.
I know. I
You
was
know what I'm
telling
saying?
Namdi, I was
For
telling
real.
Namdi when you told me about us working together, I said, you had 102,000 songs already. And all I had to do was tell you, all I had to do was tell you, I wanted some acoustic. You was like pulling it out the hat. Oh, you need that? Oh, I got all of that.
Hey,
What?
yo, man, if it wasn't for him, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I wouldn't even know you, man. I gotta really, man, say, man, thanks, man. That's like my sister for real now, man. We clicked
Yeah.
like that. I mean, as soon as we start talking, it was like that.
Yep.
Wow.
Right off
For
the bat.
real.
Right off the bat.
Right off the
That's
bat.
right.
No.
Seriously,
And it
man.
don't
So I
it
gotta
don't
say,
have anything to do with how many hits you have, and you got 133,000. Um, I'm just saying,
thank you.
you got
Thank you.
like, do you have room for your plaques in your house?
You know what's so crazy? I don't. I really don't, man. I need to reorder some plaques, man. But you know what? At least I just be keeping. I keep a list of them. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
when something go gold or platinum, something like that, I get an alert, and I'm like, dang, that went gold. That went
Right,
platinum. Like that wouldn't even last year. That wouldn't even go to platinum. So
right.
they be giving me alerts or somebody be telling me that, hey man, you better go get your plaque, man. I'm like, dang, man. I remember when the labels used to buy them for you. You got to
Right,
go get
you're
them
right.
yourself.
That's right. Now we got to get them ourselves.
Yeah, at least
And
he can
Yeah,
and
say.
are they expensive? 'Cause what you
At
say,
least,
Namdi? Go ahead.
no, I was saying at least Tim can save room for any for plaques for music that you're doing right now. So it's okay, stuff that came out in the 90s. But if you think about getting plaques for anything that comes out now, that's going to be the most appreciated and stuff.
there we
Because
go.
we've been talking about it. I mean, most fans have been crying out to Jackie you know, to release something new. After hitting the world would make it last forever, and she came out with Skeeter and Love. Is it Love Hurts?
No, it hurts me.
It hurts. It hurts.
That's your
The
single.
whole. No, that
No, no,
was
That's
not
one of
that.
your.
now.
No, that
She
was
was talking about from my album.
from her debut
Oh,
album on
okay.
MCA. Yeah, but she had. It was supposed to be Teddy and Keith Sweat producing the whole album, but then they had a fallout just before they were supposed to go in the studio and do her debut
Ain't that
album.
something?
Yeah, can you imagine? After she did, that signature classic song, "Make It Last Forever." So yeah, so being able to get stuff now,
Yeah,
rate
it
to
don't
YouTube.
matter. She know me now, man. Hey,
What?
look,
It's going to
I make
popping.
hits. Ain't nothing against Teddy. He make hits. I make
That's
hits.
right. That's right.
You know what
And
I'm
Teddy's your
saying?
brother.
Numbers talk,
That's
man.
your
At the end
boy.
of the day,
Y'all both
you know what I
have
mean?
so much love for each other. Y'all are brothers, and both
Like,
of y'all are ridiculous hit makers. So it's like because it was room for y'all, and that's the thing. You know,
oh yeah. At the
y'all
end of the day,
made
it's
music, and it was room for y'all. I don't know what the
absolutely.
hell they making today. I'm not trying to diss nobody, but I'm lost with the.
You know what? You know what? That's what I told your boy, man. And I got hated on for that. They was like, they was like, if Beyonce want to try something new, let her try something new. It's like, you know what? What I gotta say to people for that is like, yeah, I understand that. But just because you want to, okay, that's just like being married. You know what I'm saying? If you're married and you see
Y'all
somebody,
getting
no, for
y'all
real,
going
let's
in and
keep it
out.
real. If you see somebody, if you marry, you committed, man. You know what I'm saying? You committed to that, man. You can't have 2 and 3 girls, man. If you got one girl that love you, man, you're gonna stick with that one. Same thing with music. If you do R&B, why you going to go do some country after that? I don't make no sense. I don't care what nobody say. That do not make any sense. If you help build that, if you help build that house, why are you gonna abandon that house and go somewhere with all these other
Is y'all's
country
connection
artists
still on?
just
Are
because
y'all still
country art?
connected? I hear y'all. Y'all sound robotic right now.
Yeah, Jackie, we can hear you and see you.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
going in and out
Just
too,
because
Namdi.
just because country popping off right
You
now
going
don't
in
mean
and
you
out
got to
too,
do it.
Namdi.
Okay. Sorry, Tim. Jackie, no, we can see you and we can hear you.
We
Uh-oh,
sure
you going
can.
in and out. Is it me? Is it my
Yeah,
connection?
it might be your connection. We can see you and we can hear
Wait,
you.
I'm gonna leave and come back on. Because I don't
Okay.
know why it's my connection. It was fine. Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm gonna leave and come back in.
Okay. Oh, Tim. So so you saw the comments when people saw the video that just came out.
Yeah, man, I saw that, and that's okay, man. You know what I mean? I'm just viewing. It's a lot of ways to view what I'm saying, man. But if
Yeah.
you really go inside your mind of what I'm saying, man, that's just like being married. If you
Mm.
married, you committed, man. You can't have like 2 and 3 girls, man. You can only have one. When you
Yeah.
get married, that's it. When you get married, that's it. You only got one girl. So it's the same thing as, man. If you married to R&B, why would you switch over and do some rock and some pop? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like you so big and you made the genre so big by yourself. Why you going to go and do something that's already popping already? That don't even make no sense. That's just
Yeah.
like, all right, ask Jackie would she do some country, man? Would you do some country music, Jackie?
I'm gonna find my baby, gonna hold him tight, gonna give him some afternoon delight.
See
Look,
what I'm saying, man? You know good and well you wouldn't do that, man. You wouldn't go and do a just because you can do it, you wouldn't do that. You come from
right.
R&B. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was
It's
saying.
true. I mean,
That's all.
I did rock and R&B, but because I was singing with the family stand, so we did some rock too. Our album was like rock R&B, but um, her doing it didn't even make sense. It just didn't
It
make
don't.
sense. That's
It,
like
I'm
me. Now I'm gonna tell you, the last song that I put out, "The Riches of the World," people were looking at me with 10 heads because it has a message. So they not, you know, they want to hear "baby, baby, baby." They want to hear that. They're like, no, no,
right,
no.
right,
You need to sing that and stop trying to save the world. So
exactly,
it went over people's heads.
right.
So even with Beyonce, she did the country thing, but she pissed a lot of them little rednecks up in the mountains off. So I can't drive. They're gonna come after me because I'm light skinned. And
So that's what I mean. Like, think of think of think of Michael Jackson, man, doing some country music, man.
not
Think
gonna
of
happen.
Janet doing.
It would have
Think of
never
Janet
happened.
Jackson doing some country music. She stayed to her roots, man. She
Okay.
did R&B music that
Yeah,
happened to cross over to be pop. She wasn't thinking of
yeah.
let me do some country music and then I'm gonna be in the country lane then, and then I'm gonna keep doing country music. She ain't think of that. Think of our great R&B artists, man. They stood there. If you think about it, and then their songs just crossed over, but it was an R&B song that crossed over the pop. That's a big
Hmm.
difference right
That's
there.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I guess
That's all I'm
people,
saying.
yeah, and I guess people misunderstood the fact that R&B music itself is not in a healthy space, and it's crying out. So when Bruno Mars came out, he really revitalized the market, but unfortunately, not many people piggybacked off of that. And what you were trying to say that actually,
They didn't.
yeah, and what you're trying to say
They
that
owe him
Beyonce,
for that.
They
yeah, I
sure
mean,
do.
most people should have come out and stuff, but what you're trying to say is that Beyonce has such a massive influence that if she then came out with some solid R&B, because I think that her last two albums, one This Is Country, the one before was sort of dance pop, so it wasn't really R&B.
Yeah.
So she's
House.
not really gone back
Hmm.
into the R&B
And
route,
look,
which would have opened the door for others to say, yeah, let's radio play more R&B, and more
and
people
you know
really be
what?
brave.
She can do whatever she wants. Like I ain't saying that. You know what I mean? She can do whatever she wants. But what I'm saying is like R&B is in a weird state, man. We need like what I was trying to say is like we need our best people that do R&B to put their best foot forward, man, and help it out, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want the genre to die out, man. Right
Yeah.
now, man, singers can't even sing no more. Think about it, they rapping and singing these days, man, and it's popping right now. But you can't even hear nothing they saying. You like, what are you saying, dog? When the hook come, you don't even know where the hook at. It ain't no harmony and nothing. It's like all the elements of R&B is gone. Why is that? Rap, if it's rap music, rap. You know what I'm saying? But singing music, man, let's leave it to the singers. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole nother genre for rap, man. It's called rap. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to say, that, it's whack and all this stuff. I'm just saying that, man, just I don't know, man. It's like that in the United States, man. R&B is R&B, pop is pop, country is country. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they separated for a reason, man. That's all I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so everybody don't get mad at me. That's just my view on it. You know what I mean? You can take it as is. It's like me being an R&B producer, man. I ain't gonna all of a sudden do country, even though I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I do
Yeah.
R&B. I do gospel. I do gospel, R&B. I don't care, man. If any country artist come to me, man, I'll be like, hey, you know what, man? I know somebody else that do that better than me. I can do it, but that ain't what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, go. You can go to him, man. I don't care if they want to give me a big gigantic check that's like, you know what I mean? That was like the 90s, like 90 to 100,000, man. It's like, that's not what I do. That's not what I master, man. I do what I master, man. You know what I'm saying? I master R&B and I master crossover. But you know what? This Jackie's day, man. I'm just saying, man, you know what I mean? This at the end of the day, this Jackie's day, man. That single came out, man. Let's celebrate that.
Yeah,
let's celebrate this
in and
single.
out again to
Jackie, how many songs are we expecting on your new LP? Because I
I don't know
know,
if it's my phone.
yeah, because we can
Wait a
hear.
minute. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can see you.
Because y'all going in and out again.
Oh no,
You can't see me?
we can hear you and we can see you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay,
We can
okay.
hear you and we can see you. Yes.
We sure can.
You know, Tim will go in. Tim be going in like father be going in. Y'all be
But
going in,
Jackie,
going in, and
but
not
Jackie,
playing.
man, you know what?
Wait a
It ain't.
minute.
I ain't against nobody, man. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean. I'm just saying what I think. Like at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, but like, I'm just saying what I'm saying, man. I don't want nobody to be throwing hate. After this done, man, you get all kind of, because man, it was all kind, man. It was all kinds of people leaving stuff. They was like, yeah, but you know,
I think it's
Beyonce
my
creative.
connection.
You still can be creative in R&B. What says you can't? What says you can't?
Yeah.
So you can't be creative in R&B? You can't think of nothing else?
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah. I think I've had to get used to. I've had to get used to people commenting about, oh, you don't let people talk, you know, you mumble your words, so it's all fine. Yeah, so you people always find something to criticize. So yeah, I don't pay it no much. Marty A. Johnson is saying hello. Jimmy Morrison, welcome. Everyone, welcome for joining in and stuff. Jackie, we're able to see you and hear you. What's happening? You just,
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean,
I keep hearing y'all like sounding robotic, and
oh.
then it goes in and out, and then I lose y'all.
Yeah, no,
So
we
I
can
guess
see
I
you. We
lost
can
y'all
hear
again.
you. How many tracks are you looking to put on your new album, on your new EP?
On the EP, I only want to do like 6. I don't want to do, that whole album thing. First of all, I never believed in an album being more than 8 songs. I'm sorry.
No,
People, are
those have
like, oh,
been
I
the
want
best.
15 songs. I think the 8, those albums that had 8 joints on it,
Yeah,
and
Make It
they were
Last
all
Forever.
fire.
Guy album,
Right.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Die,
Because
yeah.
you
Make It
only
Last
get,
Forever.
you know what?
you
Because publishing wise, man, you're only getting paid for 10 anyway. If you do
right.
10, if you do more than 10, man, them free. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
exactly.
How does that
you know
work?
what? And plus, hold up.
But
You going in and out too.
how does that work? That you if you did more than 10 songs, that you don't get paid for
Can you hear me?
that?
Plus, I was gonna say is like you got to leave something to the imagination, man. You got to give them something to think about, man. 8 to 10 is good.
Yeah, I say my favorite
Jackie's right.
albums. The Thriller album, the Make It Last Forever album, the Guy album. They were like nice eight joints that you can really, no album fillers. Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know what happened in the 90s where they just start to put out 15, 16 joints, and you're like, oh, come on then. So
Because you know what it is, man. Rappers be putting out like 17 and 18 joints. So R&B, they be thinking like, you know what, man? I gotta rap and sing to being like a rapper. I gotta put 20 joints on my album to be like a rap album, man. Then it's gonna sell. It's like, man, you ain't gotta put that many. Man, who says that, man? Jackie's
but
right, man.
And
All you need is 8.
people will say they wanna, oh, I did like 40 songs, 50 songs. So I'm gonna do XYZ. I ain't never had no 40 songs. I ain't never even had 20 at one time. Because my thing is, if you're doing an album or whatever, for me, I always, because I came up with Teddy. So we were 19 years old, we kids. Me hearing just that mm, mm, all the time. No, I know a hit when I hear it. I know when
Right.
something is pop. Now, record labels might not be behind it, but I know a good record because
Right.
my ears were trained by being around him. So my thing is this: if you're doing songs, you know when a song is an album cut and when it's a hit. You know, it's like
Mhm.
there are album cuts and then it's hits. So it's a
Right.
difference. You know,
That's true. That's so
stand
true
out
what you're
most than
saying.
others.
Mm.
That's
And then
so
you
true
know
what
you
you're
put
saying.
them on the record and it does fill the record and make the record flow. And that's the thing about having, you know, a good album. You got to have a good flow to your record. So that's all I really want for my EP is just a good flow. So, you know, coming out the gate with Slow Down, it's it's you know, the track is it's a rock wild the track. The track is bananas. It's just
Oh, Rock
it
Wilder did
the
that?
flow is so crazy, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. Rockweiler
I thought Father
did the
MC
music.
did that.
Jackie, he was trying to get the
Rock
gist,
Wilder did the music.
and then
Man,
Yes,
that's
Father
yeah,
MC helped reproduce the vocals
produce
alongside.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he produced. Yeah,
gotcha.
so Rockweiler did the music, and then
Rock
yeah.
Wilder is my boy, man.
He's
I
a
love
he
him,
that's a
man.
sweet dude too. Sweet,
That's a
sweet
good
man.
dude,
I
man.
mean, yeah, sweet
He a
guy.
real good
And the
dude.
track is crazy because it was one of his that was in his, you know, collection. So it's like people just be sitting back with joints. That's just crazy. But the thing is, find the ones that fit you. And
Mm,
Right.
like for
There you
me,
go.
I haven't put anything out that I can say that really fit my voice until now. This single now, I'm singing again. You know, like Riches of the World, I wasn't singing. I was in everything you want, everything you need, you know, down there. You can have it all if you chill with me. Like I ain't this one, like I'm doing Make It Last Forever. I'm singing, you know, slow down and I'm singing it a little bit, screaming it a little bit. It's not that type of track, but I'm singing again. So
mm,
I'm happy with this, you know, this flow because it's the Jackie flow. You know,
mm,
when I do put this EP out, I'm gonna name it. Me and my friend, we were picking out some stuff today, Jay Ross, and he said, "I'm still here," and I said, "That's gonna be the name of my EP. I'm still here. Don't think that Jackie went away, niggerins. I'm still here." You know, I had to raise my kids and be mommy. And you know, to me, that's more important than anything. Yeah, there's a lot of singers that, you know, stayed out there singing and they got their families and you know, they had some nannies and whatever else. I didn't have that luxury to have no nanny and nothing else. I wanted to be a mother to my children and be
mm,
home, you know, taking my kids to whatever they going to karate and whatever and giving an ass whooping out when I needed to and you know, don't nobody I ain't need nobody to call me. But you know, like I don't need nobody to call me to tell me I gotta give a beat down. You know, and then I didn't want my kids to be, you know, I never wanted to have my children and say, oh, you know, mommy is all about her career and she forgot about us. There's a lot of
Right.
artists that, you know, been about their career and they didn't, you know, they weren't parents. And then my daughter now, she's diabetic. She's type 1 diabetic. So she comes first. But now
mm,
is the time I can come back 14 going on 15. So even if she goes through her stuff, we can still kind of, you know, I can still kind of manage her, you know, and keep my eyes on her. And she can be like right there,
mm,
um, you know, when I'm on stage or she can be at the that she's okay because I'm gonna make sure her sugar's good before I go. And you know, I can see her numbers on my phone and stuff like that. So before I
mm.
couldn't do that, she was still too young. but I'm ready to take my little spot back because not to say that I lost my spot. It's just that, and I ain't all about that star nonsense. That's so whack to me. You know, oh, you want to be a star, whatever. I'm not selling my soul. So
Oops, it kind of.
Uh,
Yeah. What do you think about the track "Make It Last Forever"? You know, because that's you know a signature R&B track which Jackie sang alongside Keith Sweat. But as a producer yourself, songwriter, what are your thoughts about "Make It Last Forever"?
unbelievable. It's one of the baddest songs ever came out. To me, that's one of the best songs that ever came out, man. Matter of fact, Keith Sweat first album that
Yeah.
changed the whole format, man. It introduced hip hop with R&B. So it's like even though it was still hip hop, it had all of the elements of R&B, man. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So the drums changed, everything had to hit hard, all that. It wasn't like that at first, man. Teddy came and changed everything up, man.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie, I was just asking Tim his thoughts about what he thought about "Make It Last Forever" because it still feels as if that's a song that doesn't disappear. So the group Coffee Brown just covered the track with KG from Naughty by Nature reproducing it. Have you heard their version, Jackie?
we getting y'all are going in and out again. I don't know why.
I'm not sure if the
And
signal where
it's
you
not my
are, if
connection because
whether
my
you're getting.
connection is fine. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I- yeah.
I don't know. Am I going in and out to you, Namdi?
No, you
Can you hear
no.
me? Or am I
Yeah, we
going
can
in and
see you.
out?
No, you can hear you and can see you.
Yeah, I don't know why, because y'all keep going in and out to me. Um,
Yeah, it could be the
you were
signal.
fine until Tim got on. And when Tim got on, that's when it started acting crazy. Tim, you done brought something with you because your fire is, you got some fire in you or something, and that is going through the cords and the through the air, through the airways.
Hey, hey, Nandy, hey, you want me to jump off, man, and then call me back, man?
I know
Cause
you were
it's
saying
hurt.
something about make it last, but I couldn't hear you. Let me
No,
move from where I am because y'all know I'm in my car.
yeah.
Let me
If
see if
you
that'll
move and
do
see if the
something. I don't
signal.
know.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can
no,
hear you, Nambi. You
no, no,
going in and out. Wait a minute. Let me move.
no, no,
Let me
if
move
you
my
want,
car
man, I'll get
to
off
see
it.
if
Then
it's
you just hit me
something.
back if you want.
no. So Jackie's gonna move because she's in the car, so she maybe the signal where she's at is. But Tim,
Hold
yeah,
on.
okay,
I
yeah.
don't
Well,
know. 'Cause I'm thinking it's me. Is it me?
yeah, it could be
Am
just the
I am I
signal.
messing up now?
No, you're still fine as you
We
are.
can hear.
It's
Yeah, we
still the
can hear
same.
you.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
fine.
y'all can hear me. I just can't hear y'all.
Yeah, we can see you. We can hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Are you? Can you hear? See me?
Yeah, I can. Okay. I think this is better. I
Okay,
think.
okay. Yeah, you think?
I think.
No, I'll just say, Jackie, when you recorded "Make It Last Forever," did you know at the time that was going to be a hit, a timeless hit at that moment in time when you were in the studio with Teddy and Keith?
Nope. I thought it was the wackest song on the planet. Um, and no, I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know, Teddy knows my voice, right? He knew my voice because we used to have a band. So Keith was learning me. So Keith had another. I had already did "Don't Stop Your Love," but Keith had another. Um, he had another sister come in that used to sing with him. Um, he had her come in too to try and make it last forever. So his manager um, and record label, Vincent Davis, Vincent said, I want Jackie to try it first. And Teddy said, I want Jackie to try it first. So, Viv was sitting out and she waited. And the sad part is I went in and it was done and that was it. I feel bad because that's my girl. She sing her butt off. But, you know, it's like when I went in, when I heard Keith's part, I was like, okay. Um, Will we? Okay. You know, because Keith reminds me of Steve Arrington. Because when I first heard Keith, the first thing I thought about was walking down the street, watching ladies go by,
Yeah,
watching you. You know, he got the baby. So I was
yeah,
like, oh, he on some, you know, Steve Arrington, whatever. So when we were doing Make It Last, I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm 20 years old, so you know, I'm still that New York chick, like with that mentality. Like, oh my goodness, what we about to do up in here? But when Teddy was like, Jack, I need you to sing. Teddy was the one that told me to do the ooh, oh, like he was like, I need you to do that. I said,
Wow.
okay. And I did that. And then I'm trying to think, did he tell me to do the ooh, ooh? Yeah, he told me to do that too. The ooh, 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 oh. He told me to do that part. And then when the verses came, that's when it was like, okay, let loose. They sung it to me, and then it was like, let me sing it again. And it was just a let loose thing. And
man.
it didn't take us long to do the track. Um, like I said, I was 20 years old and I was a baby still. Me and Teddy, we both 20 years old. We retarded. We don't know nothing. We just know, he making hits. And I knew that the track was dope as soon as I heard the track, because we had already did Don't Stop Your Love. And I think, I'm trying to think if we did I Wanna yet. I think I Wanna was done already. But then, when I came in and I heard that on that 808. I was like, what is that? You know, and I knew that it was dope, but I still didn't think, because I didn't think it was going to be a hit at all. I was like, me and Steve Arrington, that's not going to work. Um, I'm serious. I was like, that ain't going to work. And lo and behold, we out on the road, you know, Don't Stop Your Love hit. Then, we out on the road. We doing all the stuff. And they put Make It Last out as a single. We had no video. But
Mm.
because we were doing city after city after city, it took off and it was a hit. And I was like, are we doing a video? And they were like, well, y'all don't have time to do a video. So we just kept touring. And the record was platinum and then went double platinum. And I think now Make It Last for album is like 6 times platinum.
Wow.
So it's crazy. I don't have all those plaques, because you got to buy them. And I'm not buying no plaques. I'm like, what? The record label's not giving out plaques anymore, like Tim said.
Hey
So
Jackie,
no, I
hey
didn't
Jackie,
think I didn't think it was a big hit. Huh?
hey Jackie. You know when you come in, man, the whole song changed when you come in. You know that, right? You know that's what keep.
Oh, Tim just.
I'm not saying that, Tim. He's going in and out. Don't get me in trouble, Tim.
Yeah, there we go. That's I think that's what Keith got that because he kept it going. He knew he like, you
Yeah,
know
he did.
what?
He did.
He kept it going like, you know what? My voice sound better with a female singer. I think she
Yeah.
started that with him because when she come in,
Mm.
the whole joint just go this way. Let me hear you
When he
tell me,
yeah,
me. I'm telling you, man. When you come in, man, the whole joint change, man. It just brighten up. Think about it, man. When you hear her, it's like the whole song, the whole direction of the song changed, man, and it made it what it is right now, like a classic record. If
thank
Yeah.
she
you,
wasn't
thank
on
you,
there,
thank
it
you.
wouldn't have been
Coming
that. I
from
don't think.
you. Coming from you. Thank
I'm
you.
for real,
Thank
man.
you.
I
Thank
think
you. Thank
I think if Jackie, if your voice wasn't on there, it wouldn't be what that song wouldn't be what it is, man. For real. Everybody would have said
you.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's a dope
I
record." You
mean,
know what I mean, that's a dope record. But
right. Another
when you
joint.
came
Yeah.
in,
But
man,
even
it
when he
changed
did,
the whole thing. Everybody was like, "Who is
you
this,
know,
man?" I know I did, man. When I heard,
but
I'm like, "Okay, who is this
if
right
we
here? Check
did
this out."
we did, you so silly, Tim. We did We did. Look, I'm trying to ignore you so I won't get in trouble because you know I'll say something that I ain't supposed to say. Um, so when we did my album, which he and Teddy was supposed to do, and then they started fussing and they ended up not doing my album. And I was mad and crying and ready to just like run up. I want to do a walk by on everybody when that happened. But because I'm sitting there like, how I help you do your record? And me and you go way back. What? So now I'm mad at everybody because they fighting. And then I found out they was fighting over a chick. I'm like, y'all can't be fucking serious. That it was a
Wow.
chick. Like, come on. Now I know it was a chick and I was crying and all that. I should have just did it. I should have did a walk by. I didn't have a card in. I was, Harlem bound. I should have did a walk by then. But no, I'm serious. Um, so we didn't end up because they didn't end up producing the record together. Keith did on my album. He did "It Hurts Me," which did really well, and
Mm.
was of course partially a duet. And he did Good Old Fashioned Love. So the crazy thing is, on his second album, here we go again trying to do another duet. But I can't remember if I was on the road with the rock group Toto then. I think it might have been. I can't remember. But I remember going in the studio and we didn't finish it. So on the song Knew That You Were Cheating on Me, the only part that I did was the Who Told You Boy? Who told you boy? You would have never known. You would have never known if somebody didn't tell you. That was it. I was like, we could have took that. That could have been another Make It Last. But we didn't. We just did that little part and it was like, okay, that was it.
Hey, you,
But
hey, you know what,
I
Jackie?
never wanted to say, what'd you say, Tim? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, man, you know what?
What'd you say?
You that's one thing can't nobody take from you is your voice, man. You need to keep singing, man, till you need to keep singing till you 60 or 70, man. You just got a tone. You got a tone that you just want to
I'm
hear. You
close to
just want to hear
60.
you sing, man. You
Thank
she
you,
do,
dear.
don't she, man? Don't you
Yeah,
agree?
yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Because it's hard. I mean, it's hard for me when I see. I think I saw Faith Evans try and sing "Make It Last Forever," and I was like, as good as she is, you just can't.
That's my
You
book.
just can't do that.
Hey,
There's
you know
just certain
what?
songs.
But she did one. I'm in her defense, and I told you this before, Namdi. She gave me props that day that she did that because Keith did not call me to do. He was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. He did not call me, and he got Faith to do it. And Faith said on the red carpet, she was like, "This ain't even my song. This Jackie song. This Jacci McGhee song.
Yeah,
I'm just, happy to be able to do it." But she gave me my props, and I love Faith anyway. But she
yeah.
gave me my props. That was on Keith that he should have called me because I was the one that helped you take this shit, excuse my mouth, platinum and platinum, platinum and platinum. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You're not gonna call the one, because you and your feelings about what I don't know. I don't want to talk about that because then I'll start clowning you.
Yeah, but it's like when somebody tries to sing Karen White's Superwoman. It's just like, yeah, but
No, right. That's
that's
Karen's
Karen. Yeah,
song.
the songs you just don't try and remake. No one can try and do Tevin Campbell's "Can We Talk." You can try it, but there's signature songs that you just don't remake and stuff,
Right.
or try and stuff like that. The
Yeah, it's the
question I
songs
had,
you don't mess with.
yeah, you don't mess with, but
Hey, you
Jack,
know what? It's crazy that y'all talking about Faith, man. Remember, I told you I was going when the time comes, I was gonna tell you. How about I signed her daughter, man? Her daughter is crazy. Faith's daughter.
Get out.
She
Get
my first.
out.
She my first signing. Her daughter.
Get
I
out
did
of here.
six. I did 6 songs already on her.
how old is she?
She's let me see, like 25,
Okay,
I
oh
think.
wow,
That's
wow,
her and Biggie's daughter.
whoa.
No, Biggie had a son with Faith. He have no
Yeah, but
girl.
yeah, I think he adopted her though.
Oh, you talking about Faith's daughter, her oldest daughter before the son. Yeah. I didn't know
Right,
she was
yeah.
25. Get
Yeah, she
out of
about like
here.
she about like 25, 26, something like that.
Yeah, well, you
But
think about it.
Yeah.
90s, yeah, that's, yeah. I mean, think about
I
it. Yeah.
because what happened, what happened, man, is me and Faith, we always been friends, man, since like 93, right? So when Puffy got Bad Boy, when we started 112 album, she was on the ground while we was doing the album. So I was talking to her. I'm like, "What's your name?" She was like, "Oh, I'm working upstairs." So her first album, I was helping her out with her vocals on the first album, right? But I didn't do nothing on there, right? Not a track. So we just stayed in contact. And so just before I had the strokes, she was like, "Hey man, you all right, bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I had back-to-back strokes, but I'm gonna be all right." She was like, "Okay." And then she was like, "Man," she said, I said, "Man, what you working on?" She was like, "You know what? I'm taking a break right now." She said, "But I'm gonna tell you who a beast." She was like,
Who?
"Man, my daughter." I'm like, "What?" She said, "Man, send me some tracks right now, man." She said, "And I'm gonna send them back to you." So I sent her some tracks. I didn't think that they were gonna come back because she didn't send them until like another 3 weeks. So her daughter sent them back to me, man. She was like, it was in a zip fold, and I listened to them. I'm like, my goodness, man, it sounds just like Faith and Brandy mixed together, man. No lie,
Oh wow.
her daughter do.
That's
Cause
gonna be crazy.
you could tell her daughter studied Brandy, but she got Faith's all her stuff that Faith do. She
But
dope,
you
man.
know, to be honest about these people with their kids, um, what's her name from Mary Mary? Her daughter can sing. Her and
She sure can.
Erica
what, what's
Campbell.
what's what's
Is that
Erica?
Campbell?
Erica?
Yeah.
Yeah, Erica Campbell. Her
Yeah.
daughter is a beast.
Yes,
Um,
she is.
Brandy's daughter sing her behind off too.
She sure can.
Like all these daughters. Now you saying Faith's daughter, and see that can be a whole new flow of R&B singers, the
I
next
can't
generation.
think
Instead
about
of these,
the storyline alone, man. Like, let alone she could really sing. You know what? Faith was like, man. You know what, Tim? I don't trust nobody but you with her, man. You go ahead and go do what you want. I'm like, you sure? It's like, you know what? Just go do it and let me know. Then I got 6 labels want to sign her right now.
that's beautiful. That is
Yeah,
beautiful.
so I'll have her sign in like another 2 weeks guaranteed. That's how bad she is. No lie.
I
Wow.
can't
She
wait to
could
hear
rap.
her. Oh my
She could
God.
rap and sing. That's what's crazy about it. I'm like, nah, baby, man. So she was like, I really love to rap. I'm like, listen, man. I said, look, I said, man,
Rap
He
and
was
do
you
some
like,
are
no
a
country.
rapping with me.
singer.
And do some
I
country as
said, you
well.
are a singer. I said, sing. Hey,
Right,
man. So she could rap. Don't get me wrong, man. Like she rapping on a record, right? So she sounds like she sounds like she can rap, man. Like she can compete with all these girls that's out. But I'm like, I mean, man, what you do best though is you sing. I said, man,
right.
singers
She got to stick
sing.
to what she knows. Yeah, yeah.
So do what you do best, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
all I know is I better have a Tim Kelly joint on my damn EP. I know that. While you signing and you sitting up here doing songs on everybody and their grandmama, because my grandmother and them was telling me that you gave them tracks. So I'm just saying, right, Namdi?
hey,
You
yo,
know,
you know what? I'm waiting on you, man, to send me something back so I can mix it. Unless you want me to send you a bulk of records. You
okay,
know I got them.
we'll talk about that when we get off.
Okay, cool.
We talk about that when we get off.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
but let me let Namdi ask some more questions because I know he has some more questions for me.
No,
I'm
I
sorry,
guess
Namdi.
the one thing I wanted
Yeah,
to find out, because you mentioned that when you sang the ooh or that part for Make It Last, and you said how does because Teddy's not a singer, so how does he know to say oh that's ad libs? Because I want to find out, and I'll ask Tim how he does it as a producer. But for you, how did Teddy know what to tell you to do? I mean, he doesn't sing, so he's
Teddy's not a singer, but you know, Teddy, he grew up in church too. Everybody, when you grow up in church, you just know what you hear. And because he plays to me, Teddy plays what you sing. So if he tells you something, that's something he probably play. You know what I mean? So if he told me to sing the ooh, and then the ooh 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 ah, then it's like he hears it because he plays it. So
Mm.
that's the only way I can explain it. Because think about the albums that Teddy has done, the Guy records and the Blackstreet album. And not, not even including the stuff that he produced. He knows how to tell you what he wants you to sing. You know, he's not one of those producers that you'll be in there and they coughing. That's all I'm gonna say. No, I'm playing. Father gonna get me. Timothy Brown is gonna get me because he was sick during the Grammys when I was recording. And I was like, "Why the hell you in here coughing? You in here coughing? Hey, that sound good. That sound good, yo. Yo, that's fire, yo." No, I'm playing. Let me stop because Timothy Brown is dope, though. I have to give it to Father. Father's a dope producer. But Teddy, like I said, Teddy knows, like Tim, Teddy knows what he hears, so he can tell you what he wants, and then he'll leave it up to you to, put your swag on it or whatever. But once he knows your voice, forget it. If you can't come up with something, you can't come up with an ad lib, he's gonna give it to you. You know, because that's the type of ears that he does have. So, I don't know. He's just a freaking genius. I want to slap him every time. When you think about when we were young, we had a band. We were in we rehearsed on 145th Street in Harlem in a drug spot, after hour spot. Gene was calling like Gene was in jail, calling like y'all better take care of Teddy and Jackie. And they back there in the back room sniffing and they playing cards and money's all over the table and cocaine and this and that. And you like, oh my God. All I'm saying is
Somebody
I'm
about
in
to get
trouble.
shot.
Right, right. But they took care of us. And the thing is, when I think back to, being there at rehearsals with Teddy and how dope he was then, he was so on it. He would, oh my gosh, we would rehearse like 50,000 times over and over and over. And even when we would do rehearsals at his house, we go to the house, to his house in the projects, and his mother, you know, my Mildred, most high rest her soul, she'd be running through the house doing her tambourine all over the place. And I'm sitting in there with my feet up on the couch because Mickey Mouse running through. And I'm like, Lord, it's mice in here. Oh gosh. But he was just so dope. And but to think back and how young we were, and Teddy was like wow young, but cool at the same time. So I would get in his car, he would take me home, you know, back to my apartment where I lived, and he would drive like a freaking maniac. And I was like, and the seat would be, how everybody that's like the drug dealers, their seats are all the way back here and they driving like this, right? And he talking to me and he playing stuff and he driving me home. And I'm like, can you not kill us, please? So I can get home in one piece. Well, we have so many, you know, great memories from when we were young, and that's what I love about Teddy. I knew him at the beginning of his, coming into being the creator of New Jack Swing. So, that's I knew him when his ass ain't have no money. So when you broke, whole different story when you broke. And then, and then when you get money, he always been Teddy. He ain't changed. He's still Teddy. He ain't changed. But working with Keith though, I have to say, Keith is a phenomenal writer. He really is. And Keith's another one. He knows what he hears. So he had a lot to do with Make It Last too. So when he was, because I think he wrote the verses. So when he was writing and singing too what he wanted, I was like, okay, that's it. So both of them were going like back and forth to tell me what to sing and how they heard it or whatever. So it was cool. We knocked it out and didn't know that it would be a classic today. And even me writing, I like to write, period. But I didn't get to write that. I wish the hell I wrote that song. I was like, damn
Hey,
it,
you know what?
I didn't
That's
write
crazy
that
you said
joint.
it. I was gonna ask you who wrote your verse, man. I was gonna ask you that too.
It was Keith. Keith wrote the verse. Keith wrote the verse. And I wish that I wrote, I wish. Just like, I did expressions with Salt and Pepper. And Tim, I don't know if you know that. I did the song Express Yourself with Salt and Pepper Expressions.
That's dope.
And
That's a good
I
song,
wrote
man.
my part. I came in, Herbie Lover called me and he was like, Jack, I need you to fix this song. I'm calling in you and Stanley Brown. And I was like, okay, bet. And me and Stan were managed by Hiram. So when we got to the studio, I was like, what's going on with this song? And Stanley, he came up around Teddy. So Stanley
Yeah.
was coming in there to give it that flavor, you know. And Stanley played on a lot of Salt and Pepper stuff. So me and Stan, when we got in there, it was just like, okay, it's done. We finished. And when I did expressions, all I thought was, what would Shaka do on a rap song? Because I was like, I want to sing on a rap song. So this is dope. I'm like, yeah, yeah. But I'm like, what would Shaka do on a rap song? So, that's where I got the what was it? Express yourself. Don't tell me what I can. Not that part. Um, That's yourself. You gotta be you and only you, baby. Express yourself. Let me be me. Express yourself. Yeah. Don't tell me what I cannot do, baby. That's something Shaka would do. Cause you hear with the tell me something good. Mm-mm.
Right.
Tell me, tell me, tell. She had that. Tell me that you like it. Yeah. Like it's just mm-mm. And you just like those are the people that influenced me. It was Shaka, it was Tina Turner, it was Phyllis Hyman. So it's like, I got to write on my album and on my second album that didn't come out. It was all done. Jermaine Dupri, we talked about that, Namdi.
Mm.
Jermaine Dupri produced on it. Um,
Is
Keith,
it Chucky?
Chucky Booker, Mark Gordon from Levert. The album was fire. The album was fire. It was all done, and then MCA pulled the whole plug on me, and 14 other people at MCA and was like, "We are dropping you, niggers, all of y'all,
Wow.
stupid." And it
That's
was like,
crazy, man.
you know, and what can you do when they come in with a whole, Tim, when they come in with a whole new group of people, they like, okay, who's making us money right now? That's not, and see, I got caught up with it being so many people on MCA. I got caught up. It was too many of us. Oh my gosh. I was on there with everybody. Plus, it was Uptown. That's why me and Father know each other so well because of Uptown, MCA and Uptown being right there. And
Mhm.
I was on the Uptown side more than I was at MCA. I was over there with Father and them and Jodeci and all of them. I'm all up in their business over there. And then when
Wow.
I had, when I had to be Jacci McGhee and not be Jacci McGhee the niggering, I had to go back to the MCA side and behave myself. But but I wanted, I wanted to be on the side. Everybody turn on. Like I wanted to go on the turn up side. I wanted to be on the turn up side. And like I said, Andre managed me for a second when I was doing my deal. And then, and he came to me. Of course, I told you, Namdi, and Tim don't notice, Andre Rowe came to me with this whole idea of being the queen of the ghetto, the queen of hip hop soul. And
Yeah.
I said, hell no. I was like, that's not me. I'm not wearing shrimp earrings. No, I don't do that. I'm eclectic. I'm my whole everything is European. I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, money, whatever. Yo, you're ridiculous right now. You should be the queen of hip hop soul, the queen of the ghetto, nigga, the strip earrings and the whole nine. Tell me that don't sound like Jimmy Jenkins,
Yeah,
damn.
it
That
is.
sound like it.
Yeah.
That sound. You know what?
But
That
that
sounds
Jimmy
just like
Jenkins had
Andre Harrell.
everybody talking like that. And that's how Andre talked. And when he came to me with that whole idea, he was like, and when I said no, he was like, "You're ridiculous, Money. Yo, I'm telling you, you are the next, yo, nigga, your shit is hot right now. You are the, yo, you don't even understand. That's you." And I was like, "That's not me. I can't pull that off." And to be honest, could I have pulled that off? I don't know, because I didn't see myself that type of artist. I didn't want to sing about, my hurts all the time. I wanted to do other stuff. I wanted to do some, some mother's finest type songs, or, whatever. I didn't want to be that. And I just think now is, even though, yes, I am seasoned, and that's what we call grown. When you grown, you're seasoned. You're a good old seasoned piece of
Exactly.
oxtail. And that oxtail falling off the bones, that's when, that's when you good and seasoned now. So that's
And
where,
you know what? What you saying? That's how you think. If you think about it, that's how Mary made her career, man, off pain.
yeah,
Like
she
all
did.
her albums, man. It's like, are you ever happy?
And
Was you ever happy, man? Ever?
but it's true, Tim. It's like, come on. And that's the thing that I was like, y'all not gonna have me singing no, because Dre was like, you could do these, yo, Jack, you could do these ballads. And I'm sitting up here like, well, I don't want to do 20 ballads. Like, that's not, I don't want to do that at all. Like, it just didn't move me to be that. But it was for Mary. It wasn't for me. And I love Mary. That's my girl. But it just wasn't for me. And I think Dre he's still mad at me in the grave. He just gone and he's still mad. If the Most High let him come back for 2 minutes, he probably be like, "Yo, don't talk to her. She's ridiculous. She to tell father, why you acting with Jacci McGhee? Don't do no records with her right now." He would still be mad. But I just feel like, like I said, that was for Mary. I feel like, you know, I'm seasoned right now, and I know exactly what I want. My children are basically grown, not my daughter, but my boys are grown. And it's time for me, I think it's my time again to do something. And like I said, I'm not about all that star nonsense. That's not for me. She's this and this and this and that, and the click, 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 click. No, that's not for
Yeah,
me. I
yeah,
think if you
but
want to take some pictures, go ahead and take some pictures. I'll never be, that's not unless the Most High said I had to do something like that. But I know that I'm not, I don't know. You get what I'm saying, Emily? Or, I
yeah,
don't know.
no, but I think the fact that you can, vocally, I mean, Tim is a producer, he can attest to that. I think when you have a vocal style that is unique, I mean, I think that, and I think, if the fact that you write, so you know what you want to write, and it's getting surrounded by good producers who can actually take your lyrics, your vocals to a direction that has, the same way Keith and Teddy did with Make It Last Forever. The voice didn't change,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not just what they
Hey,
wrote.
you know what
I
I was
think
gonna add
vocally.
to that?
Mhm.
You know what I was gonna add to that, man? The reason why, man, myself, Teddy, all that, the reason why we good vocal producers is because we come from church.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, man, you learn everything from church, man. Because when somebody be like, "Hey, I just want to get up and start testifying," da da da, and they start singing, you got to be like, "Okay, what key they in? D flat, A
Right.
flat, A flat." So you got to keep up with them, man, when you playing the organ or the piano, man. So you learn how to be in key, number one, and then you playing for the senior choir, the junior choir, the choir. You playing for like so many choirs. That's
The
how
young
you
adult.
that's how you learn vocals. And then from artists that came before us, man. It's like when you was 8 years old, you was learning how to produce vocals, man, from listening to what she was saying, from like Shaka songs, Phyllis Hyman, all them. You was learning from that without knowing that you was learning from that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You was learning your vocal style when you was like 8 years old. So for me as a producer, I was 8 years old, man, and I was like learning. You know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
like, oh, okay, they take it like this, and then by the end of the song, they climaxed it like this. They didn't start real loud because they didn't have nowhere to go after that. If you make them start like at the top of their lungs at the beginning of the
Right.
record, it's like where
Right.
you gonna go after that? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So that's why you really need a producer, man. Just to kind of help you out, man. Just to guide you a little bit. Not saying that you
Yeah.
don't know how to sing, but to guide the record, man, into what it
Right.
should be. It's because we
Right.
learned from church and then all the other people that came before us. That's what it was. You know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
sent me a track with a girl singing on it.
I did.
That you sent me a track with a girl singing on it, but I love that track. I love that track. And I started singing, I was listening to what she was singing and I started singing and I was like, yo, I can kill this. This would be crazy. And because I'm thinking
I
in
think
my
I know.
version,
You know what? I think I know which one you're talking about.
and it's kind of acoustic-ish a little.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
Because that's
can't think of the
at
name of it. It was fire.
hey, is that the one at the end? At the end, some music is going, the piano and the guitar is going by itself, no beat.
You sent me 32 songs. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
And
I know
you
which
know
one you're
what's
talking
crazy?
about.
Tim probably know exactly which one I'm talking about too.
I
That's the
do.
crazy part. Oh my
I know
God.
because it was one before I went to the hospital, and there was one that I did. So
Oh,
I
okay.
just sent it to you to see if you dug anything or either you dug the melodies or maybe the hook or something like that. We could take some elements. You could rewrite it if you wanted. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you already know me and you gonna talk after because you a hot mess. You're gonna send me 32,000 more songs and we gonna find because I know they sitting in your house. I know you got them sitting in your house.
I got them
So
too. Hey, I'm about to do. You know what, Jackie? You need to come on. Guess who album I'm about to do?
who?
Donnell Jones. You need to come on and do a duet with him.
I do. And I love Darnell. I do need to do
I
a duet.
did.
I said I would never do a duet with nobody else. But because you said Darnell, okay, because I love Darnell Jones and I love Joe. Joe is my baby. But I would
Hey,
do
Joe's my boy, man. He
yo.
is crazy dope.
What?
Him and
If
Donnell is dope. Donnell hit me up yesterday, man, and he said, "Hey, man, I know you got some tracks, big bro." I'm like, "Yes, I do." So I sent him, and he was like, "You know what? I want all of them, man."
oh wow,
I'm
wow,
like,
wow,
"You sure?"
wow.
He's like, "You know what,
Well,
man? I want you to do the whole album." So I was
you
like,
need to
"All right, I'm
talk
gonna
to
reach out
him.
to some people." I said, "Let me
You need
reach
to
out to
talk
some
to him.
people, man. You the first one, man, that I let know." I'm like, "I think y'all need to do a duet together. That'll be crazy."
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
It really
Oh my
would,
God.
man.
Wow.
Namdi's
It
like,
really
yeah.
would.
No, as I said, I'm a big fan of. I've been a big fan of. Donnell has been on twice, and we met up when he came to London. But vocally, he has just a real vibe in how he
He
performs
does.
and stuff. But I think that would be
He does.
that would be great. Just bringing a different type of vibe to a track.
Yeah. No, it would. It
Yeah.
would. Okay, Namdi, I see you. I know what time it is, and I see your eyes. You getting
No, no,
sleepy?
no, 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 no. Go, no, go ahead. What I'm thinking is that just the fact that because one of the things that Tim and when most of us loved about say Tim and Bob when they produce, especially for men, they just knew how to capture those harmonies, those sort of harmonies for men. So if you think about what they did with
Mm,
Case, or what they did with John B, or what they did with Bobby, 112. One of my favorite albums is the 112 debut album, and just the
wow.
harmonies that they're able
Yeah.
to do. So they were really good. They're really good. They were really great at those male harmonies.
The male
Um,
harmonies, right, right.
yes, and that's what we don't get. We don't get much of that now because no one does the back. No one does harmonies or does backgrounds. They just mumble and sing all their stuff.
Ain't it crazy, man? Hey, I'm like, man, where did that go? What happened? they just singing it all the way down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, where's the
Are
harmonies
they
at?
even singing that?
No, they're not. They're
I
not.
mean, you hear Tank,
Not even singing.
and
No.
you hear um Tyrese, and who else? Oh, what's the other guy that everybody's talking about, but he's been around for a long time? Um, Male singer, and he's dope. I can't think his name, but he didn't. I mean, I don't.
Does he have a hit
It's a lot of
record?
them I know. Gonna
Yes,
I,
exactly.
I don't remember no hit records. I'm just saying. Don't ask me because I'll get in trouble.
Okay.
Devon. Does he have hit records? Something
Was it,
Devon.
is it
Raheem.
Raheem Devon?
Because I know he's dope. I know his voice is dope, but I don't know his songs. I don't.
Raheem.
I've been
I
under
gave
this
his
rock.
last matter of fact, I did his last two #1 records.
Okay, I just don't
I did
know.
them.
I heard his name,
Hmm.
so I know his voice is dope because I did hear him sing, but I don't know his records. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie and act like I know because I don't. Um, but I was saying, so him. So I would say what Tyrese, him, and Tank would
Yeah,
probably be the only ones that have like some dope vocals right now. Because who else is out?
yeah. I mean, there's
I was gonna say something, but
yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
No, I think yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, yeah. People like Gideon. Um, yeah, I don't know many.
What's his
I
name?
mean, there's Gideon, but I don't know too many male vocalists right now that are still making out
Hey, you know
records.
what? The hit what Jackie just said is sometimes, man, when people ad lib all over their track, man, you don't remember it. Because there's melodies all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's
You see
like,
my
man,
face, right?
it's like don't ad lib so much, man. Like keep some for the
Thank
when you go
you.
on stage.
Thank you,
You know what
Tim.
I'm saying?
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you, Tim Kelley. I'm so glad. And you got hit because people don't understand that. I hear all of these singers, and don't get me wrong, I love my Jasmine Sullivan. She's a freaking beast.
She's
But do
crazy.
I want to hear her? But do I want to hear her do a song that she's not riffing all over the place? Yes, because the thing about the Phyllis Hymans and the Gene Carnes and the who else was
Ooh,
dope?
he was dope.
Joyce Kennedy from Mother's Finest. All of, Shaka. You heard their tone,
Right. Yeah.
and I want to hear all of your tone. Even though Jasmine, you can hear her tone all through her riffs. I love her, but I'm just saying, it's just some of them, and the guys, they all having riffing contests, and I'm like, okay, y'all done learn how to riff. They do. They done learn some riff. And I blame Stevie Wonder because Stevie started it because Stevie could always under riff people under the wall because he follows what he played. So if he
And the
played it,
Clark
he
sisters
can riff
too.
it.
The
Well, the
Clark
Clark sisters,
sisters.
well, they don't count now. You go into Matty Moss Clark, the Detroit Water. They don't count. They don't count.
Clark
That's a
sisters.
different kind of
Aretha.
riffing.
Earlier Aretha. She was riffing
Well,
all
they
over the
didn't, but
place,
they
man.
didn't, but she didn't go crazy. You know what I mean? She
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
crazy. And that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like,
They riff, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, man, that's how you make a classic song. When you think about make it last forever, man, you start doing your ad libs, man, as part of the record. So it's like if you didn't do that, those riffs that you did at the end, they wouldn't even be that record wouldn't even be that record. But you didn't do it I came front. Keith didn't do a whole bunch of stuff over that hook. Because that hook is what that's let's make it last.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Let's make
Mhm.
it last forever. So
Mhm.
he's singing it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? He's singing that hook
Mhm.
and he's not really singing over it. I could tell that Teddy was like, all right, how can I make this hook memorable, man? He made Keith sing the melody and the melody run all the way through. So you remember that melody, man. That melody is really strong, man. So
Mhm.
that's why at the
Mhm.
end, when you start doing some ad libs or whatever, it don't even matter because the melody is already it's already established. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know what that
I
you know
give
you
them
know
both
you know what the
credit.
verse melody is, and you know what the hook melody is.
Right.
So
Right.
when you establish that, man, then you can go ahead and do what you want on the end. Because
Right.
everybody know what that
Right.
is.
Right.
That's why you actually.
That,
That's why when you said, man, like I know who they are, but I don't know their songs. It's because they doing too much singing, man. They singing.
yeah,
They
I,
all
I
over the record, man.
I can't tell you
For
some of the
what?
girls that singing. I can't tell you some of the girls that are singing because they all sound the same now. I'm sitting there
Mm.
be like, wait, who? And I love look, I love because they all sound the same. So I do
Yeah.
love what's her name that twin. How I like her. Somebody told me
Oh,
like you
Money
do,
Long.
money long. I like her. I like I love Susan Carroll. I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about. Susan Carroll is a beast. And she won a Grammy. And see,
Okay.
how come don't nobody know who she is? Her voice is amazing. She has one of those older, like her tone is beautiful, but she has this, I don't know what the heck. Her voice is bananas. And she just I love her. See, Susan Carroll, go listen to some of her stuff and you're gonna like her. She,
Okay.
she, she's
Okay.
dope. She's dope. Like I said, I don't know who's who. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
that? Because if it's not, I know, I know, I can't even say I know Lettucey's voice, really. I know Lettucey sometimes. See, now I know a India Ari when I hear her.
Yeah.
I know a Faith Evans when I hear her. I know Mary J. Blige when I hear her. I know I know a Brandy when I hear her. I know a I'm trying to think, a Tamia when I hear Tamia. I know Deborah Cox when I hear Deborah Cox. Because they have distinctive voices. So,
Mm.
and when they sing, theirs, what they sing is theirs. Now,
It's crazy
everybody,
that you
they
say
so
that.
busy riffing and doing what they doing that everybody sound like we all
Yeah.
mixed up and we confused. I'm confused,
You know what's
because I'm like,
crazy, man? She hitting it right on the nose, man. It's like when I did so into you for Tamia, the reason why everybody be saying it's a classic is because I was like, you know what? Sing to the melodies, man. When the hook come in, I
song.
really like what you done to me. I'm like,
Hey,
I did that for a reason. Sing to that. You know what I'm
did
saying?
you think about
Deborah
church when
Cox,
you was writing that?
huh?
Was you
Say it
thinking
again.
about church stuff when you was writing that?
You know what? I was thinking about a married couple. That's what I was thinking about.
Okay, okay.
What
Because that joint,
what would somebody married say to their girl? You know what I mean? Or say to their
that
man? That's what I was
no,
thinking
you're
about.
right. That that's that freaking song is a freaking ridiculous classic. Oh
That
my god.
I am so into you. What I was thinking
You
about. I
can't
was like,
explain.
what's some melodies that everybody can sing to, man? You know what I mean? So I told to me, I was like, don't do a lot of ad libs at the on the first hook, man. Keep it the same. Just sing on it. Just sing on top of it. You know what I mean? So that's why that's so memorable. And then when I did Deborah
Yeah.
Cox too, I did her first album. I did her the same way because both of them can, man, riff they butt. You'll be
Right.
surprised, man. I'm telling you, man, they can really riff, man. But it's like you have to tell them, like, nah, that's too much. No. Because, man, you know
Yeah.
what? When you're doing a song, you're trying to capture a moment, man. We're not
Right.
really trying to have a riff session, man. We trying to capture something here, man.
Yep.
We're trying to capture a vibe. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you get that vibe, rock with that vibe, man. Don't change it, man. And
Yeah.
then if you want to go crazy, man, like we'll do that on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
What
there's
you
I
were
something
don't
that
know,
saying?
you.
man.
Yeah. No, I was saying there's something that Tim said about Dave Hollister that he a great vocalist, but there was a lot there's that riff part, and that's probably why when our songs are sometimes too complex, and maybe yes, if you're in the church you can really vibe to it. It's probably what stops it from crossing over. So I'm listening to
Yeah.
Adele sing, and you're like, okay, why is Adele singing in a tone that is probably similar to most black women, but she's not doing a lot of riffs. She's just singing a song and her vocals, and it's accessible, so we can all sing along with the track. We can all feel part of it. But when you hear some of our female our vocalists riffing and going to places like, whoa, then it's like, well, I can't sing that song with you, so you know what, I can't touch it, so I'm not singing along with it. So hence we wonder why white artists who sing sort of soul music become a lot more popular, because they sing songs that, oh, I can sing along with that. And it's easy to sing along, like Michael sings songs like, I can sing along with those type of tracks. I can listen to the lyrics. I know what they're saying, and I can sing along with it.
Right.
So
It's
I think
easier to
if
cross over.
yeah,
And you know
it's easier
what?
for us to listen to. So yeah,
You know
go
what?
ahead.
You giving what you just saying right there is the secrets to crossing the song over, man. It's like they got to
Yep.
be able to sing to it, because
Right.
think about white people, man. They can't sing, but they can sing, but they can hum to a melody though.
That's
Even a
right.
baby can hum to a melody, man.
That's
Like you could
right.
be 3 years old, man, and they can hum to a melody if you got a good melody, man. You know what I mean? But if you riffing and doing all this crap over the melody, man, they can't. What they gonna sing to?
That's
They
right.
can't. They can't do all
Yeah.
what like what Jackie can do. A 3-year-old can't do that, man. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? But she knows just when to do it, man. That's what I like about Jackie. You know what I mean? She knows just when to use all that stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Look, I can't
Or
riff.
don't do it.
I ain't no riffer. I can, because I grew up in church. So of course I can riff, but I'm not a riffer.
Yeah.
Whatever a riffer is. I'm not the I can't do all that. I give my little subtle ones and I'm good. I'm like, be glad you got that note. That's me. But no, Nambi, you hit that right on the head. You said it right. If it has to be something that can be sung along with, that's why Rihanna is as big as she is. Because
Mm.
any and everybody can sing under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, yeah, yeah. Like those are
Yeah,
so easy to sing along with, and and everybody's like, oh, that's my jam, that's my song, because they can sing
yeah,
along with it.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, as I said, if you're not from the church, and I would say the black church, some of those high riffs and stuff like that. I think, think about when Aaron started, he was contained when he sang "I Miss You."
Ooh,
It was very even, it was very easy to follow what
yes,
he was saying,
yes,
and we could all sing along with that and stuff.
yes,
Um, but then and then when he did it, "When I Need You," but then I think there were other tracks he had on the album that he was riffing all over the place and didn't do well, because it was like, man, we can't follow that.
right,
Can
But
follow
when he
it.
right.
kept it
But when he
simple,
kept it
"I
simple,
Miss You," "When You Need Me," when he kept it simple, we could all sing along, we could all relate to it. It wasn't just out there. As I said, after listening to what Tim was saying, I listened to Adele the other day. I'm thinking, when she's rolling in the deep and all those things, she's singing. It's not better than most black female artists, but it's just within a pocket that actually I can follow the
right,
track. I can sing along with her. Then I can hear her voice, and I can appreciate what she's doing.
right,
Um, and I never understood the whole riff. I remember watching American Idol, and Randy Jackson was like, "Come on, that's too much. It's too much." I'm like, "Oh no, they sound
I
great." He says,
love
"No, but
Randy.
who's gonna follow that?" And I didn't understand that.
Hey, you know
But
what? I,
he was
I was
right.
thinking, man, on some of them records, I was like, you know what? I know Teddy and Aaron had so many fights in the studio. They had to, man, because Aaron could riff his butt off, man.
Yes,
You know what I mean? I'm
yes,
sure he wanted to do a whole bunch of riffs, man, like at the beginning. And I'm
right,
sure Teddy was like, nah, man. Because if you think of "You Can Have a Piece of My
yes,
Love,"
Let's
that's
chill.
another classic record.
Okay.
But
right.
you
And
gotta
he
know
had to,
when to
it
play.
had to have structure. Right.
Exactly.
Yes. I can see
"Piece of
Teddy in
My
there because,
Love," "Smile,"
yes,
all them records
all
was
the songs
big, man.
that Teddy would do, especially like you said, I can see him, and I already know they was fighting, like fussing in the studio. Because Aaron, just to get him, just to do, you know, even though I hate to leave, girl, like just to sing plain,
Right,
just
exactly.
to
Yeah.
sing plain. Because I was on the road, I went out on the road too with Guy, and I was singing "Goodbye Love" with Aaron, and I was like Aaron, because Aaron is one of my best friends. That's my baby, my boy, and he crazy. So when we used to come out on stage, I was like, Aaron, don't be riffing all over the damn place and acting a fool, okay? Just don't be mad, because they didn't want to. I was mad at them because they didn't want to take Tammy, and I was like, this is Tammy's song. Because when Teddy called me, he was like, I need you to come out and do "Goodbye Love" with Aaron.
Yeah, she is on there, right? Tammy, you talking about Tammy Lucas?
Yeah,
Tammy Lucas,
that's
Tammy is singing it.
Yeah, she is
She's
on
singing
there.
it.
She
And I
sure
was like,
is.
why you don't want to take Tammy? I'm team Tammy. I've always been team Tammy. That's my girl. And Tammy loves Teddy. She, because they did a lot of work together. But I wanted him to take her on the road. And, a lot of times, people were all about the appearance, of artists. And we wasn't getting BBLs and stuff back then. So a big booty was too damn big back then. You're like, oh no. They wanted everybody to be skinny.
You are
We looking,
crazy, girl.
looking smoked up. Everybody had to be looking damn near smoked up, and it's like, what happened? And I'm sitting up here like, well, what happened to the Cheryl Lynn days and the Chef Evelyn Champagne King days and stuff? Now we got to come in and look at a certain way, and we got to be skinny. What is that about? So you know, now they in that stage, in that era in the 90s where you got all the girls, and Tim, you know what I'm talking about. You got all the
Yeah.
chicks that come to the concerts, and it's always a little light-skinned Becky in the front, and she fold her little hands, she watching the show, and she cute. And Becky with the good hair. And it was like, why we all gotta look like that? That's because I'm light-skinned and I don't look like that. So you had the era of we had to look a certain way. And I didn't like the fact that Tammy Lucas couldn't come on the road and do her shit. That's her song.
Right.
That's her voice. She should have been out there doing her stuff. And
She
I
was
mean that's just
dope.
the way I feel. Because I'm for
Ain't
any
that her?
underdog.
Is that her
Huh?
on Is It Good to You?
Yes.
Remember that
Yes.
song, Is It Good to You?
Yes.
That's her
she
on
was,
there
Yes.
too, right?
Yeah.
Man, she is dope, man.
I
yeah,
love
She is
Tammy.
absolutely.
I
real.
love
She was,
Tammy.
hey, yo, she was really dope.
And
I used to be in my
she's a
mom's
really great
basement, like,
writer.
dang, I can't wait to work with Jackie and her.
Wow.
When I was hearing you on Make It Last Forever, I'm like, when I was in my mom's basement, I'm like, when I make it, she gonna be one that's
You
I
said
can't
when I
wait to do the album on.
Well, we didn't know that you was gonna wait until I was a whole oxtail seasoned and in the. That's all right, but we can take it any kind of way we can get it, right? So you my string beans with my garlic and saute it up, and then I'm your beef oxtail now. We
You know what it was, man? When Dallas signed us, man, he already had about like 10 artists already, man.
right.
And he was
So
like,
y'all
he
had to
said,
do what y'all had to
so
do,
we
right?
yeah, so we had to work on it. He's like, I got Tracy Spencer, I got Shanice Wilson, I got this, TLC, Boys Men, that. So I'm like, are you playing the game with us, man? Because we just came off the floor. So I'm
Right.
like, are you serious, man?
Y'all sleeping on the
So
floor,
man, when he named all the artists, man, I'm like, hey, come on, let's go, man. He was like,
right?
I don't even want to do them, man. He was like, y'all think y'all could do that? I'm
Wow.
like, yeah. So
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
we was working on
was cool.
everybody that he specifically told us to work on those artists, man. I was like, dang, now that I made it, man, I wanna, you know what I mean, call some of the people that I want to work with, like yourself,
Right.
Jackie. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like,
And it was
dang, man, I
like,
gotta
nope.
work on whoever he won.
Yep.
So
That's
we just went
that's
on
how
and
that
just did
game
all
works.
that. And then Clive called him for Deborah Cox, and then we worked on her. And then we actually helped find Monica. So we did about 6 or 7 joints on Monica before he decided to jump in and work with her.
Work with it.
But
Okay.
but yeah, man, them was the artists that we was working on, man. I was like, dang, I want to what's Jackie's number, man? You know what I'm saying? What's Tammy Lucas' number? I'm like, I was
Was,
listening to them when I was in my mom's basement. I made it now.
I want to
Now they
go work
probably
with
know a few
them.
of these records that I did. You know what I mean? Like, I think I can get on the album, man.
Right,
Golly.
right.
But
And
when you
When the
think,
I
Jackie album
needed
come
you,
out,
but what you say,
remember when
Namdi?
you
no,
Wait, Namdi was saying something. What
no,
you say?
I'm just saying that when you think about, say, Jackie, but also Tammy, for us who followed, say, Teddy back in the day, that she has a very distinct vocal. So yeah, Goodbye Love,
She does.
um, Is It
Tammy
Good to
does.
You? But then Tonight with Blackstreet, she did the
That's right.
Lose Your
she
Heart
sure
for
was
S-
on there, right? Then
yeah,
she
that
did
was
the
her.
second verse on
That was her with
Tonight's the Night.
yes,
Man, she sounded
Tonight.
good on that.
She wrote
That's
Lose Your
my
Heart for
girl. I love my
SWV. She
Tammy.
did that was her
That's
track, and
right. She did do that. I
that was her
She
forgot
did?
track,
about
and
that one, Namdi.
Use Your
On the
Man, you
Heart.
know
use
That
your
was
your
stuff,
heart.
man.
yeah. So she wrote it, and it was
Right.
her song, and then they gave it to SWV. So
And they gave
it's
it
a,
to
yeah. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, and so she was yeah. In fact, I think yeah, she's still trying to get her album done. She's still trying to get her album done. I spoke to her a couple of weeks ago. Still trying to get her album done after all this time because
She gonna kill me. I gotta call her. She's I usually check up on her too, and she check up on me. And we haven't been doing what we supposed to do because when I went to New York to shoot the video, I should have called her so she could have came down. Because I'm trying to get her to do a record. I'm like, Tammy, come on, we need you back out here. We need you out
yeah,
here.
yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah,
f
you know
all of them.
what?
Forget
We
all of
need
these other
all the
chicks.
R&B soldiers to come back, man. It's time, man, for real.
yeah,
Enough's
yeah,
And
enough, man. Come
it
on out from
is.
hide, man. Come out from hiding and do what you do, man. Let's make R&B back prominent, man, the way it used to be.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
You know,
I'm ready. I'm ready, and it's on and popping with this first single. And Tim, we got work to do. Thank you very much.
oh
No
yeah.
pressing.
Oh yeah. I'm telling
the
you, you hooked it up, man. I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't even know sis if it wasn't for you, man. I gotta
yeah,
say it
Nambi,
again. Thank you, man, for real.
yeah. But
She like
Jackie
my
had
sister. She check up on me every day, man. She hit
yeah.
me
so
with a
crazy.
text every day, and she hit me with a scripture every day, man,
Because
and
I'm
Yeah,
lift me
like,
every
we
day, man.
don't care about no plaques. We care about your life being here. We don't care about no
yeah,
damn plaques. You can't take no
We
damn
sure
plaques and
don't.
stuff with you when you leave.
I
They're gonna
love
be
it.
left behind for your children. You know what I mean? That's gonna be
Right.
for your family when you gone. And you
yeah.
gonna be done gone on to glory. And you in the waiting room and you got to wait there because the angels is guarding you and they said, don't move, Tim. You can't write no songs up here. You know, no
Yeah,
song.
yeah,
Jackie hit me every day. She'd be like, "Hey, bro, you all right?" I'd be like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, thanks for asking, man. Thank you, man." She believe it or not, man, my family don't even do that. She the only one that do that every day. My own family don't
But
even
you
be like,
know,
"Hey, how you doing?"
no. But you know what? And I say this because Namdi became my brother, my baby brother.
Mhm.
And once from the beginning, when we first had our first um interview, we became family. That was it. It was like
Yeah,
that's family. So Namdi's such my family. Like when I get to the UK, I'm just like coming, and I'll be like, I'm here. Where, where the baby?
Wow.
Where wifey? Come on, let's go. So who's
yeah,
cooking? What we
yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Um,
Hey, man, you know
but
what? You a good
he's
dude,
a
man. You know
good
what?
dude.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what you doing, man. That I love, man. Is you keeping R&B alive, man. You know what I
You
mean?
are. You are
You going back,
Namdi.
you know what is you and you go back and you go find like somebody like Chucky Booker, which is my boy, man. He used to live down the
That's
street
my
from me,
baby.
man, for
Wow.
years. Matter of
Wow.
fact, he was giving me piano lessons, man. He was
Get
showing me
out of here.
chords, man. He was showing me chords I didn't even
Wow.
know, man. Chucky is crazy on the piano, man.
Beyond,
But what I'm saying
beyond
is,
bananas.
what I'm saying is you going back and talking to like Chucky Booker, like Albie Shore. I'm loving it, man, because you keeping R&B alive. These is the dudes, man. They the gatekeepers, man. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Like
Yeah,
all this R&B
Right.
that's out right now, it all goes back, man, to
yeah,
Albie Shore, Chucky Booker. I mean, all the people that you talk to, man.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's
people.
why I love what you're doing, man. I love your platform, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta say, you know what I mean?
there are few guests that are like a family, like say Jackie, Woody from Woody Rock, who started
Yes,
Drew Hill.
we love Woody
Yeah,
from Drew
so
Hill. That's our
yeah,
boy.
so
And that's your
Woody's.
boy, and that's he introduced me to Woody.
But
So
what I'm
Hmm.
Woody.
saying though, you know what? It'd be easy to interview some dudes that's popping right now. You know what I mean? It'd be easy to do that, but you going back and getting legends, man, and talking to them, man. The people that was legends that ain't rock. Do you know, man? When I was running Soho, man, Chucky was one of the first artists that I asked, man. I said, "Hey, man, you know what? I want to sign Chucky Booker." He said, "Go ahead." The dude that owns Sono.
Oh
So
wow.
I talked to Chucky, man, and we was about to do an album. How about, man? He was like, "All right, let's do it, man." I was like, I said, "Let's talk on Monday." He was like, "All right." So this was a Friday when I talked to him. Do you know on Monday, man? Chucky was like, "Man, you know what, man? I'm good, man." I was like, "What?
Because
You don't
he
want to do
never
an
really
album?" He was
wanted to.
like,
He never wanted to be an artist. You knew that, right? He never wanted to
"Yeah."
be an artist.
He
Yeah.
said, "Man, He said, "I'd rather jam with my band, man. I'm good, man." So I guess he
Yeah.
thought about it over the weekend. He said he'd rather just jam with his band. I was
That's
like,
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
he
like, man,
definitely.
I said, man, because I used to go to his house, man. We did some songs for Michael Jackson. He did a song for Michael Jackson too. We
are
did
you
it
serious?
together. Um,
I
yep,
didn't
I
know.
got it. It's crazy, man, too, man.
Wow.
Golly, man. It's
But did
called
Mike sing on that?
what's the name of it? Huh?
Did Mike sing on it?
I gotta send that to you too, man.
But did
I
Mike
keep
sing
I
on
Did
it?
keep you
Michael
know
ever
what?
get to sing on it?
He's singing on there. I
What?
did the track and me and him came up with the words. Yeah.
And you
It's
got
Wow.
called
Michael to record it?
it's dope, man. I'm telling you, man. That's when I knew, like, if I get somewhere, because I knew I was gonna be a executive somewhere. You know what I mean? So I was
Mhm.
like,
You didn't know
when
where
I
he was
do,
somewhere.
I'm reaching back to people like, Jackie and like Chucky, all that. You know what I mean? But Chucky was my boy because he was right down the street, man. I could walk straight to his crib,
Mm.
and
That's crazy.
he was giving me piano lessons, man. He was showing me chords, man. I'm like. I thought I knew every chord in the book, man, until he started playing, man. I'm like, what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
What
No,
But
the
you
world
Chuck.
you
know, and
doing, man?
Chucky came out of church too. And the crazy thing with Chucky is Chucky, I've been friends with Chucky since 1990. He's one of my best friends too.
His
And
mama taught him how to play.
and Barry White was his
Barry
godfather.
White, yeah, yeah,
So Barry White did a lot. And his mother plays her behind off. His mother's a beast. But
yeah. That's what he told me. He was like, "You think I'm good? You should hear my
right,
mom play."
you
I'm
gonna
like,
say
"She
his
better
mother,
than
yep.
you?"
That's what they tell you, my mother with her pretty self. But no, what I was gonna say about Chucky, Chucky is humble, and a lot of these artists from the 90s might not have been so humble if they were
Mm.
still hot, hot, hot.
Mm.
That's what's
Yeah,
wrong with the new singers now. I wouldn't say, some of them probably don't want to do Namdi's show yet because, oh yeah, we gotta wait and see who we gonna have because he ain't got that. No, humble your damn self and go do a show because this is
right.
the UK Donnie Simpson right here. I
It
don't care
sure
what nobody
is.
talking about. Donnie Simpson already told him, and this is the UK Donnie Simpson. So
I agree.
whatever they talking about and whatever they don't want to do, F them. Let them stay where they are in their lane until they ain't got no damn record. Soon as they
And
ain't
you
got
know
no
what?
damn record,
You know what? They're gonna be. You know what? They're gonna be here today, gone today anyway, man. You know what I
gone.
mean?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Cause
That's
man, that stuff that they doing, man, the stuff that I mean, I ain't gonna say no names, but
Yeah.
y'all can kind of put your mind to it. What I'm saying, it's like the stuff they doing. Anybody can do that right now, man. What
Yeah.
separates you from the next dude, man? You doing the same thing he doing, man.
Yeah.
yep.
What separates you from him? So,
Yeah.
like Kendrick Lamar to me is so dope, man. Right now, he's one of the baddest rap. Man, have y'all seen his show, the new one that he did?
His show was bananas.
His show
But I'm
was
still trying.
crazy.
I'm trying to figure out. I always go from a spiritual standpoint. So I'm just like, okay, wait a minute, y'all, don't lose me, Kendrick, because Kendrick was always on point. So I'm like, Kendrick, don't lose me, and start going left. messing with things you don't mess with. Go back to where we liked you. We, we need you marching with a whole, he got a whole everybody just marching, on stage, and he doing, You know who else would have been dope though? I don't know if y'all ever saw, and it's so funny because we were supposed to be talking about my record and we ain't thinking about no record. If y'all ever saw, did you see the show that T.I. and is his name Chance? What's his name from Chicago, the rapper?
Chance
the rapper.
Is it Chance?
There's Chance
The
of
one, the
Common.
little humble one from the one that's from Chicago, that's real humble. Is that
It's
Chance?
Chance.
The rapper?
Yeah,
That
Chance.
always had a hat on all the time, a baseball cap.
I think
Chance
so.
the
I
Rapper?
think so.
Mm.
But they did this show, and Cardi B was a judge, Lord.
Oh yeah, it was.
But she was
Yeah,
funny.
Chance the Rapper. Yeah.
Cardi B, T.I., and I think it was Chance. I think that's his
Yeah.
name. I'll be making up names for people. But when I tell you the dude that won, he needs to be out. I forget his name. And y'all didn't see this. I guess y'all don't know who won. This boy is so ridiculous. This young king, he's a beast. He raps dope. He plays piano. He plays his behind off. So when he did his last joint and he came out on the piano and he was playing piano and the smoke was coming out, and then he got up and he started rapping, and I was like, oh, see, now to me, him, if he was out, he would give Kendrick a little run for his money. And he's doing
Wow,
records, but see, he's not big. He's not, So I'm
that's
like,
saying a
what
lot
he
right
got
there,
to
man.
do?
Kendrick is
No,
dope,
he's
man.
dope.
Mm.
Kendrick is
You
dope, but
think
this one, he dope. I can't think his name. He's dope too. I'm gonna
Somebody
tell you his
said
name later.
D-Smoke. Is it
You can look him
D-Smoke?
up.
You think about
Was
it.
it D-Smoke?
Quincy
Yes,
Jones sat down with
he smoke.
Kendrick Lamar, so you know he got to be dope, man. For
Mm.
No,
Kendrick,
let me tell you.
for Quincy to sit down and talk to you, man.
No, that's
Quincy
true.
Jones.
But D Smoke, that's his name, Tim. D Smoke.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
that's
said
my.
the name.
You know what? That's my
D
brother,
Smoke is
man.
a freaking beast. I don't care.
Yeah, he dope, man. I know his whole family, man. Do you know, man? His brother used to be my engineer, man.
Okay.
Wow.
More
Now
work.
he
I know
now
the
he
whole
on the
family is
now he on the
musical.
same label that Kendrick Lamar is. Hold on, let me think of his name. Name some people off the label that Kendrick Lamar is on.
I thought he was on Aftermath with Dre. I thought he was.
No, he's on
Well, he was too now. He's not with Dre.
he on a label that old girl was on. What's her name?
Who?
Good Music.
No, he
Good
was with.
Music. So that's
That was Kanye,
dang, I
but he
can't
was
think
signed to. That's Kanye has good music. That was he had John Legend, but he was signed to Dre with Marsha. Yeah.
but you know what? They did a deal with Dre. So
Okay.
old girl, let me see. SZA, what label she on? SZA, that's the label. So
Okay.
SZA, Kendrick
I don't
Lamar.
know.
It's SZA, Kendrick Lamar, and a couple other ones that's on this label that I'm talking about.
Okay.
So they did
Oh,
the
okay.
deal with Aftermath, and the Aftermath obviously is with Interscope.
Yeah.
Right.
But the
Right.
artist, I forgot his name, man. What he gonna kill me too. If he ever watched, he gonna be like,
So
you
somebody
forgot my
said,
name,
is
my
it
nigga.
Derek
Golly.
Ali? Derek Ali, was it? Or TDE? Tide is the record.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
TDE.
TD. It's the label.
TDE. That's the label.
Okay.
And then
Wait, who you
Top Dog
talking about? The
Entertainment.
rapper we was talking about?
I know, man. I can't think of his name, man.
You
I
talking about
talked
the
to him so
rapper?
long.
You talking about
He
the rapper we
sing.
was just talking about?
He actually sing.
You talking about the rapper we was just talking about, D Smoke?
Yeah,
Somebody-
his brother. That's who I'm
Somebody
talking
Oh,
about.
says
He
you
was my
said his
engineer.
mix.
brother.
Is it? Somebody
Okay.
Yeah,
said mixed by
he was
Ali.
me. He was my engineer, and now he ended up being on TDE.
Mixed by Ali.
Wait. Namdi, who?
Mixed by Ali.
So
Nope,
that's his
not
name?
him.
Not
Okay.
him?
What's his name, man? I'm telling you, he gonna kill me, man. Hey, man, you know what? Charge it to charge it to my heart.
Charge
And
it
I'm
to your
letting it
heart.
out my
No,
head.
charge it to your
I had a
head,
couple
not to your
strokes, so I
heart.
forgot.
Somebody said
But I ain't
Derek, but
talked
it's
to. You
Derek.
know what? I ain't talked to
Is
him in a
it
minute, man,
Derek?
because you know what?
Is
He
it
been
Derek?
not Derek. Nope. Uh, if I go look at my iTunes, man, I can go look and find out. But
It's fine.
That's terrible. I hope he don't see this. He gonna be like, yo, man, you had to look for me in iTunes
you know what? I'm telling you, I ain't talking to him. I ain't talked to him in a long time, man,
in a
because
long time.
he been really, really grinding, man.
Wow.
But it's D Smoke's brother.
Yeah, I'm just saying, D Smoke, he could give Kendrick a run for his money.
Yeah, D Smoke is dope, man. They
Yeah.
got
He's a
another
beast.
brother too. They got, man, it's like 3 or 4 of
It's
them,
their
man.
whole
They
family, like
dope.
everybody.
The whole
Everybody got
family
locks
is
in their
crazy.
hair, and everybody just ridiculous. Whole
The whole
family,
family is dope.
it's ridiculous.
But
But
so
Nambi, I know it's getting late in the UK.
no,
You
it's
don't
fine.
party on Friday night.
No, but what we need to know is, are we going to hear a Jack McGhee, Tim Kelley combination for that EP?
Tim, are we gonna hear Jacci McGhee, Tim Kelley joint on the EP?
We absolutely, man. We gonna hear more than 2. We're gonna hear, man, about 3 or 4.
So you're gonna be sitting up there trying to have me have a 14 album, a 14
Look,
cut album.
I'm gonna keep going till Jackie like at least 4. I ain't gonna
And
stop
you know
until she
what?
get 4 of them.
He's not lying. He's gonna, because when he told me he was gonna send me some songs, you think somebody gonna send you like 2 joints? Be like, tell me what you think. I checked my email and I had like 8 joints back to back, and then he was like, "Yo, sis, I got some more. Wait, give me a minute. I got some more stuff."
You didn't think I was gonna send you that many, huh? You know what
Nope.
it is, man. You know what it is for real, man. After these strokes, man, I really realized, man, like why God kept his hand on me, man. And he want people to fall. He want me to do music to help people fall in love and
Come on.
understand who he is, man. He was like, you know what, that's your mission, man. And you know what? I've been doing like 10 to 20 joints a day. So
Wow.
that's why I sent to so many records, man. It's like I do so many records a day, man. Because I really
That's crazy.
understand my mission now, man. He could have easily took his hand off it, man, but he didn't, man. I'm like, you know what? He got me
Right.
here for a reason, man. You know, he's like, you know what? I gotta have you here, man, to keep help spreading the word of love, man. You know what I mean?
You're
And I'm
right.
like, you know what? I get it now, man. He want me to go back hungry like how I was when I first made it. Because when I first made it, 20 joints a day was nothing, man. I was only doing like maybe 1 or 2 joints a day. You know what?
That's
I wasn't hungry. I wasn't back hungry. God wanted
right.
me to get back hungry like I was at the beginning. So now I'm like that now. That's why
Right.
that's
So,
why I
yeah,
sent you
Sending
so many joints,
1,300
Jackie.
songs.
we need
That's
to.
why I
Sending
sent you so
1,300
many.
songs.
I need to connect you
No, go ahead.
with Tammy Lucas, because she's she wrote all the, so Teddy would come up with, so she wrote Joy, Blackstreet Joy. Um, it was
Ooh,
written
Yeah.
for Tammy Lucas, so she wrote it for
that was for Michael
Michael.
Jackson, right?
So she wrote it. Yeah, she wrote it for
I
Michael.
think
Then
Teddy told me that was for Michael Jackson.
yeah. So she wrote
Yeah.
it, but
Joy
yeah,
was
and
for
then
Michael.
Michael didn't put it on the album.
Man,
So
just
then
imagine.
Blackstreet.
You know what? I heard a version of Michael on there too, man. It was dope, man.
That's crazy.
I heard Michael Jackson's version. I'm like, man, how come you didn't keep that, man?
Yeah,
Golly, that was dope, man.
yeah.
But you know
Somebody
what,
says
man? I
D
mean,
Smoke's brothers. Is this Daryl Francis? Daryl Francis.
that's his name. Yeah, that's his name.
You so
Well
embarrassing.
done.
Oh my God.
You know what? Thank you, man. Thank you,
Thank you
man.
to
Because
whoever. Thank you to
It's
whoever found that name.
it's Turner Irish.
yeah,
Thanks, man.
thank you, man. I know, man. You know what? He gonna call me and be like, "You forgot my name, man, dog. I was with you
Right,
every day
right.
with Tyrese album, TGT album. I was with you every single day, man. Come on, man.
When I forget
Yeah.
names, I call everybody baby. I don't care who it is. Oh, baby. And you know, to get out of trouble, get out of trouble. I'm like, oh, hey, baby. How you do? Okay, okay. Uh-huh. And can't
Yeah.
remember who the hell. I'm like, why? I can't remember this person's name. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing.
But
And
Jackie,
they go, you know, they go, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
we
Go
do
ahead,
need
Nam.
to connect Tim with Tammy because she has been she is trying to come out because she had
Yes,
an album that was produced by Teddy and the Neptunes because she taught them the business and then and they replaced her with Khalees. That was supposed so they were supposed to get her
Wow.
signed to Virgin. So they set everything up and they changed their minds and went and she actually recruited Khalees and they gave her the deal instead of Tammy. So she
And
missed
you
the
know
album.
what? I mean, you know what? I ain't trying to be funny a lot, nothing like that, man.
I
But
know you can ready to say something.
Yeah. No, so
I'm gonna say, man, Tammy compared to Khalees, man, come on, man.
vocally, yeah, no,
Ta-
so
Tammy's you know, Khalees was a styler, man. Don't get me wrong, but
mm,
Tammy Lucas, Tammy was crazy.
yeah.
I,
Tammy and Jackie
on
is in the same. They in the same boat.
on Tammy in Tammy's defense, um, that was effed up.
Yeah.
That was messed up. And
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
they
man.
go again with that Becky shit, excuse my mouth, with that Becky nonsense, instead of letting, you know, using Tammy was supposed to be, people love Tammy Lucas.
Yeah, we do.
Love
We
Sure
her.
were
do,
waiting for the
And I'm
man.
not
album.
trying, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to diss Khalees,
No,
because
it wasn't her fault.
I really like Khalees. I do. But I like Tammy more.
But
And I think
but
that Tammy did not get
Tammy a
her
different
just
type.
due.
She like you, Jackie, man. She's a singer,
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's like when you think of people that can really sing and write, you think of her, you think of you think of like, you know what I mean? New, you think of SZA, you know what I mean? You think of, you know, y'all you got legendary voices, man.
You know, she was the, I Like by Guy, that was all her backing vocals. So they stacked her up 4 times. So I Like by Guy, that was her. So she did all the backed up vocals on I Like. And she did Right in
I
the Wrong
remember
Way
she
with,
did that.
yeah,
You know
Right in the
what?
Wrong Way with
Hey,
Keith Sweat, that was her.
Baby.
There's a right and
you
a
know
wrong
what?
way.
Ain't nobody
That
thinking
was
about
Tammy.
nothing, man, but
Tammy
singing,
was
man.
on there and I was on
Y'all
there.
tell
I
Yeah,
y'all
you
don't
tell
both,
remember Tammy being there.
y'all
yeah,
tell
Wait a
she,
minute.
Tammy to
I was
call
like, wait a
y'all tell
minute.
Tammy to
I
call
don't
me,
remember.
man.
Wait, hold up, Tim. Hold up. I don't remember Tammy being there. Now look, now you're getting in on songs that I was on.
yeah. No, she said she
When did
sang the
Tammy sing
backup,
her
yeah.
right the wrong way?
Yeah,
She
she
was
said,
on that. I'm getting
yeah.
paid for that. I hope she getting paid for that too.
On which one?
I wasn't there. Don't get me wrong. Don't get
Yeah.
me
Which
wrong, because
record?
Tammy my baby.
Keith
Which
Sweat,
On
record
right
Right
and
she
in
the
the
was
wrong
Wrong
on?
way.
Way. There's a right and a wrong way.
She's
Yeah,
singing
so
on
There's a
that?
right and a wrong way to love
yeah,
somebody.
yeah,
That was she's
You
singing on that for
love me
real?
right.
yeah.
I
And you know,
was singing on it.
Man.
So I was like, when did Tammy come in and sing on it? When that happened?
yeah,
No,
You,
she probably did, because it was probably Teddy that, you
yeah,
know.
Teddy, yeah, probably Teddy, yeah, because she did the the Noriega, what? So that's her
oh
singing the
yeah,
chorus.
yeah.
Then
She
then
sure
then
did.
then. Wow. So
I
I
don't know
just
that.
yeah. 'Cause people thought it was
Tammy
Khalees, but
did
that was her.
so much stuff.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, because
She did so much stuff.
people love the her vocals, and people love. We were waiting for the album. Teddy produced it with the Neptunes, and they didn't release it, and so she went off with the Neptunes. She used her money to sort of look after them, taught them the business, and then they said, yeah, we're going to get the deal with Virgin, and then they just swapped it at the last minute, and they just moved on and just yeah left her behind. Somebody
Hey,
who was
you know what's so hey Nandy, you know what's so crazy, man? Let me tell you a story, man. So when the Neptunes came to they came to Dart, right? We was like, I opened the door right now. I was like, hey man, y'all two dudes is dope, man. I just closed the door, right? So when I was walking away, Pharrell came out there real quick. He was like, hey man, I want y'all to listen to my music, man. So I think I told you. So we went in the dupe room where they duplicate DATs and all that stuff and cassettes. That was back then. It was DATs and cassettes. So we had
That's
Dallas
wow.
come in and listen to them, and then Dallas walked out. So we told them, we was like, look, we finna go to New York, and we're gonna work with our group 112 to sign the Puff. We was like, if y'all can get there, we got y'all, man. Do you know, man? After Puff heard their record, so they got on. They did "Why You Over There Looking at Me," that song from Case. That was the first one they did. Then
Oh
they did
wow.
some. Then they did some on Total, and then
Yeah,
they said,
Tammy.
"Hey, man, I'm
That's
telling."
Tammy's song they did on Total. Tammy wrote the song, but when Boy Meets Girl, so that was
Yeah. So
Tammy's
check this
song.
out. So check this out. So
That's
all of us was in New
crazy.
York for a long time. So I do remember, man. I was like, they was like, we got some other records, man. They was like, man, just get us in front of some executives. We was like, all right. So we walked down to Mercury from the we told them to meet us at Mercury. We told them where Mercury was at, right? And then they start playing that song, that one, the Noriega song.
Yeah,
That's when they blew up from that song.
and that
So
was
to
Wow.
Tammy
this
that was
day,
singing that one.
every time we see Pharrell, man, he be like, I'm like,
Yeah,
man, that was God's work, man.
yeah,
Y'all had him, man. You know what I mean? It was just
yeah,
somebody need to hear the records, man.
yeah. But the
But you
problem
And
is,
we
know,
just had,
it's no. Go
we didn't
ahead,
take
man,
no
because
publishing,
you
no
probably gonna
nothing
say the
from them,
same thing
man.
I was about to say. Go
yeah,
ahead,
but
Mary.
Tammy told Teddy to sign them from high school. She said, "Man, these guys are talented. You need to sign them and bring them
Mhm.
into the stuff." So she's from when they were kids, and then there's Mike Edrich, who's part of the crew. He said Tammy taught them about the business, about publishing. She was
That's
feeding
so
them. They're
good.
always around the house, so she was teaching them everything. And then she decided, let's just make music together. So she was writing songs, she was singing the demos and stuff like that. And then when it
What's
came,
she doing right now? Does she got a deal?
no, no, no. I
No, she
spoke
don't
to her
have a
just
deal.
a few
And,
weeks ago, and she's like, she's still trying to get. She's written songs, but she's still trying to get music so she can get her album, her long-awaited album out. So
yeah,
so
Tim, because
she's out.
she needs some. She needs some. Because she's a writer, but she can't play. So she needs somebody like you to do music with her.
You know
Because
what? Y'all
Tammy
both
need to
know
come
her,
out.
man.
Tammy needs an unsung.
One of y'all give her my number for real. I'm not lying, man.
Yeah, no.
Jackie,
We
you
either
can
one of
speak
us.
to her
It
then.
don't
Yeah,
matter.
Jackie. Yeah, Jackie. If you talk to
No,
her,
I
Yeah,
will.
man. Y'all gotta hook me up
And,
with her, man.
and you know why?
I'm only a
You know
fan. I
why?
don't know how to get a hold of her, man. Somebody
But
got to
you
get
know
a
why I
hold of
want to
her.
talk to her because I want to push Tammy to. I really want her to do a record. I want her to have a record out. She deserves it. They need to do an unsung on her and the whole nine. And I hope she tell on every damn body. Tell everything I don't see.
no,
And she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna tell because she's very loyal. One thing about
no, she is.
Tammy,
No, yeah, she
she's
is.
very loyal. She's very loyal to Teddy. She loved Teddy. I'll throw that niggering under the bus. I'll be like, remember that day? And take
You know
look
what,
and
man?
take my makeup sponge and be like, that's what you did to me. You remember? I'm telling. So,
You know
I'm
what?
saying
It just
she's
seemed like,
very
man, she
loyal
got
to
left
Teddy. She really
behind,
is.
man.
She
She
was.
It
did.
seemed like
And that's why, and I'm gonna tell you, that's why I'm like, Teddy really, I mean, she needs to come out and her story needs to be told because they owe her to me. I don't care what nobody say. I'll be like, y'all owe her. I don't give a damn. Y'all owe her because she's a brilliant, brilliant writer.
Yeah, I
And
think.
she's a
Yeah,
dope singer. She has
yeah.
her own style. She's dope. And
hey,
she needed to be her. And it's not too late.
No,
She's
it's not.
another one. She's some oxtail. She's oxtail.
Yeah. I mean, my last interview with Tammy was 4 hours long, and
wow.
Wow. Well,
but
you could do long interviews anyway. And I'm sitting up
no,
here like my car running out of gas.
no, no. But what she told about what the next, but she didn't. She wasn't. She was upset, but she wasn't bitter. She did. She was saying, it's a pity we were young and I was teaching them, but unfortunately they left me behind. So she wasn't. She's very classy, so she's not gonna.
Yeah, she
She
didn't
wasn't
diss them.
attacking them, but she was.
No, she did not.
We heard the story to say, look, man, all the
Very
stuff we
humble.
did together, then they just left and they forgot about what I did, and you know, so that's the
You
thing.
know
But
what's
she's
crazy? And
yeah,
you know what's tripped out, man. And I'm not trying to throw nobody under the rug, man, but Pharrell's so big, man. All he got to do is mention her name, man. She
yeah,
signed the next day.
yeah.
That's the next
He
day.
got that much power.
That's
Yeah.
the next day.
But see what you did, Tim. You said it when LA and Pebbles was saying we need somebody, and you called Tony. You
Bet.
called Mario, so you can see how you guys reached out and hooked up people that you left behind.
Oh
When she
yeah,
was
man.
big, she was looking after them. When they blew up, they just kind of said, "Yeah, no, we're gonna go out. We're just gonna go our direction." And so that's the sad thing. But right now, she's still saying that her dream is, "Look, I want to put on my album. I've written the songs. Unfortunately, you know, the stuff I did with Teddy and Pharrell, it isn't right. So I need to." I think she was supposed to work with 19 so many keys. I can't remember 99 keys or 8. I can't remember what the piece is, but she's still looking for production. So, Jackie,
88
if you
You know
keys.
are
I
what?
think his name is
88
88
keys, yeah,
keys
but
or
then
something.
things
Yeah.
didn't work out. So she's written a lot of stuff, and
You know
she's
what?
ready to.
Say less, man. Y'all
Yeah,
get me
okay.
in contact with her. That's all we
Okay,
No,
gotta
so
say.
you gonna
We ain't
love
even
her.
gotta say nothing no more.
She's so sweet, and she's so sweet, and she's so humble. But this is what I will say about, these clowns in the music industry, and they know I don't care, because I'm not sitting up here trying to hold my tongue about these producers and whatever that have used people and left behind the ones that they should have been helping. I think that is so horrible that they
Mhm.
do this to singers and songwriters and whatever. And there's so many out here that have a story. And it's so sad that, you know, you didn't think somebody fit that criteria. You didn't think that this one was good enough to do XYZ. So you just left them to the side. I think that's wrong. And do I feel like I was part of that? Yes, I feel like I was part of that too. Of course I do. I remember going to the studio with Teddy to work on who was I working with? Teddy was working on Scary Spice.
okay, Mel B.
And I
Okay.
was like, yeah, Mel B. And I was like, where's your paperwork? Because we know I'm gonna get down with money. Bring your paperwork. See, I wasn't that one because I was out with them white boys. I was out with Toto. So once you go out with them white boys and you come back home, your whole everything be different. It's like, well, how am I getting paid? And da 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 da. And I remember Phil. Oh my gosh, he's a beast. What's Phil's last name? He sings background. He sings background on everybody. Everybody that was dope, even Aretha. Everybody. Phil Perry. He had a record
Oh
out.
yeah, I
You
remember
remember Phil
him.
Perry?
Yeah, Phil Perry.
Mhm.
Sing his behind off.
He sure,
Range is
man. He was
ridiculous.
dope. Matter of fact,
Oh my God.
didn't he have a couple albums that came out, right?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah, he
did.
was dope,
And
man.
he sung a lot. He did a lot of vocals on a lot of that, rock stuff. He sung a lot of background vocals. He was a beast. He was the one that taught me how to get paid, like through AFTRA and SAG. So it was things that I didn't know, and I was very naive too, and tried to stay humble. Like like I said, Tammy, she needs her day. She needs her time to shine. She's such a beautiful
Mhm.
um person. She's just a spirit. She's just a great spirit, and I love her. That's my girl. That's my sister. So yeah, we talking to you, Tam, because you're gonna have a
Hey,
ball. We're gonna have a
hey,
ball with
look,
Tammy. You're gonna be like,
I'm
you're gonna be
serious,
having a
man.
ball.
Somebody get me in contact with her. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
We can
Jackie.
say
Yeah,
less, man.
yeah, Jackie did.
Ain't
No,
nothing to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. So Jackie will do.
okay.
Tim, Alex's accent. Did you work on Babyface Face to Face album?
Yeah, I did. Yep, I worked on that. Yep.
Okay,
That was fun
okay.
working with Babyface, man. Babyface, you know what? It was a lot. I'm gonna tell you, I could have got more records on there, but you know what? Every time me and Bob came in, he was messing around on the guitar, and then he'd be like, "Hey Tim, man, make a beat real quick." So I would make a beat, right? And then I get on the bass, and then Bob would get on the guitar or the keys or whatever. And we be gigging all night, man, just like
Oh
John was saying. We
Lord.
didn't even get a song done, man. We
Oh
was
my
gigging.
God.
We would gig all night until like 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, man. Then we'd be like, oh, we supposed to be working on a song. I mean,
We were supposed to lay something down.
Yeah.
and then that was back
That's
when Andre was
no.
around. So Andre would come in and be like, "Hey," he said, "Man, where the record at, man?" We'd be like, "Oh man, you know what? We've been in here messing around." He was like, "Man, y'all get to work, man." That was back when Andre was running America, man. He was running his label.
Who's that? Andre who?
Andre Harrell. That's how
Oh, get
no, I
out of
take it
here.
back. I knew Andre
No, who?
before
Singer?
that. But
Who?
Andre Harrell was running Babyface label, man, before he passed away.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
It
Now,
was crazy.
I
He used to
know
walk.
Faith in LA. We were on the road um with the deal when we first came out. That's how I met Babyface in LA. And I love LA Reid. That's my baby. I love Babyface too, but you know Babyface, he was all quiet. But let me tell you something. They were the only people that I know that had come off the bus with a whole suit on and Jerry curl juice. Jerry curl in place. In place. Everything was in place. And I used to like ask LA, like, how do y'all wear suits every day? Yeah, I was like, how do y'all wear suits every day? I'm telling you, I
Oh,
was like, what kind of bus do y'all have? Y'all have like a magic bus. Because we get off the bus looking like thugs from Harlem, and they get off the bus and they suited down, you know.
you know what? You know what, man? You know what they told me? They said, man, they got that from Jam and Lewis, man. Gotta
Isn't
have
that
suits on.
crazy? They have a suit
Gotta
on.
have suits on and stuff like that. They got that style from Jam and Lewis.
Yeah,
And
but the
Jam and
I'm
Lewis
not
got it
Jericho.
from
saying
Gamble and Huff. Remember, Gamble and Huff always had
Devil and
suits
Huff.
on, so that's where
That's
Jam and
right.
Lewis got it from.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know what, man? At the end of the day, man, we all get something from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's right.
like we just remix it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Jam and
mean,
Lewis, they got that from Gamble and Huff, and then LA and Babyface got it from Jam and Lewis.
that's
It's
crazy.
crazy, man.
yeah. Tim, a lot of people heard because Jackie, if you didn't realize, so Tim did some tracks that were supposed to be on Michael's Invincible album.
Uh-huh.
Um, and a lot of people, so he has some more tracks that he recorded with Michael's vocals that hasn't been released. The hope has been that he may just play a snippet one of these days. I mean, do you think that will ever happen? So at least we could just hear like, wow, this is what it could have been like.
You're gonna get me.
Tim,
You're gonna get me sued, man. Man, I ain't doing that, man. You know
so
what?
no, for real, you would get in trouble for that?
I think so, man. Because it's like, what if I play some joints and he didn't want me to play them, man? It's like I got to get authorization first, man. You know what I mean? When I
I
Yeah.
do,
know
man, I'll
what you're
send them
saying.
to, and when I do, I'll send them to you and Chucky's versions too. So Chucky, I got Chucky, Wanye singing one, and then I got 4 with Michael voice on there, and then I got 2 or 3 more, man, with this other guy that took Mark's place in As Yet. He did a lot of the he
Stuff
did some
for it.
demos too.
Wow.
So let me get authorization first, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll
You
just send you all that
don't get
stuff,
we
man.
we
So
gonna get
as
you
I
in
said,
trouble.
those are people asking in the comments. So I'm just that's why I was just saying, could they play? Did you do some? They said Coco. Oh yeah, you did Coco's first album.
I
Have you
did.
been
Yep,
able to play?
I got him. I got him, man. I was just that's crazy. I just listened to him the other day. Hey, man, she could sing her face off, man. That's another one we forgot about, man. Jackie
Who?
Coco is dope.
SWV
Coco's a
Coco.
beast. Coco's a beast.
Woo!
I think well see no, because they needed now to me, and I said this to Namdi, um, I think that Bruno Mars opened the door for the whole 90s era to start back up. He kicked
Yeah,
it
he
off.
did.
Yeah,
He
but not
kicked
many
it
people
off
took
and nobody
advantage of it.
thanked him.
Yeah,
And
He
no
he
one
did.
took advantage of it too. No one took advantage. I think Babyface, his show, his show is very similar to Bruno Mars. So he has his band. So if you see Bruno Mars show, Babyface has taken that type of stuff where he gets his band to do the whole I think it's called the Hooligans. So if you ever see Bruno Mars on stage, Babyface took that, but no one took advantage of when Bruno Mars was kicking it and making those records. no one came out with an album similar to just piggyback off of that.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah, I think Bruno opened the door back up for New Jack Swing and stuff
yeah,
because he went back and he started doing the funk. Like when he was doing the funk stuff, all I could hear was Chucky Booker and them doing that because that's what Chucky did.
yeah,
And
Chuck
then,
Roses funk.
you know, when I heard him do the hip hop stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, Bruno is opening up some damn doors and windows. So
Yeah.
I'm like, they gotta jump in there while
And no one
Bruno
did.
is doing this.
No one really did. No one took advantage of those ones.
Well, they
Um,
didn't, but then they did because COVID kind of came and you know put everybody at bay. So I think after it was like, okay, we're gonna do a little bit here, a little bit there. But then New Edition opened that whole Pandora's box up when when they went back out on the road and did that whole tour that they said that they couldn't do. They were like, oh no, New Edition can't sell out. Shoot, we got so many people from the 90s that want to pay money to go to these concerts.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and we gotta, and because for me, to be honest, I would have never thought that they would be like, oh, Escape is such a big group. When that happened. And that's not, I'm not dissing them because I
yeah.
like their song and I know Candy and I know I haven't seen what's the other one's name? The one that's married to T.I. I haven't seen Tiny. I
Tiny.
haven't seen
Yeah,
Tiny in a
Tiny,
long
yeah.
time. And I love them. I think that they are sweethearts and all of that, but and great. Candy's a great writer, all of that. But I was like, well, when did everybody get big? When did this happen? I don't
yeah,
remember
yeah,
this in the 90s. I sure don't remember this part. So, not to, like I said, not to diss them, but they're bigger now
yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
Candy having the show,
Yeah, the
being
show.
on
Yeah,
Atlanta Housewives, and T.I. and Tiny having their show.
yeah,
That blew Escape up to another level. Now,
yeah,
Right.
SWV, they always had that level before. SWV had that. They had, you know, their thing where they can rock a show. Um, I love Taj, I love Lily, I love Coco. I think they're dope. They do what they do. Coco's a beast. And
mm,
and I heard her son sing, and I was like, what is that?
yeah.
What oh my God. But
Coco is
it it,
insane, man. I
it
didn't I
opened
didn't know
for
she was gonna when we went in the studio, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't think she was gonna be that good, man. I'm telling you, man, it's like she swallowed a harmonica or something, man. She
yeah,
never went flat.
she's dope.
She ain't had no auto tune. I ain't put no auto tune
Nothing.
in her voice, man. I mean, she was just perfect every single time, man.
She's a beast. She's a
I'm
beast.
like,
I put her in the
golly,
same
man. I
category.
didn't think she was gonna be that good. It really
I put
surprised
her
me,
in the same
man.
category as well, no, I put in the category with my girl, what's her name that did As We Lay back in the day?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know you talk Shirley Murdoch.
Shirley Murdoch. Shirley
Shirley
Murdoch.
Murdoch. I put her
Yeah,
in that she's a Shirley all day. That's a Shirley Murdoch right there. Coco has except Coco's not as her voice is not as heavy as Shirley Murdoch, but I put her in that class right there. And
right.
then
Yeah.
the other one that I would say is a beast is that damn Brandy. Brandy's a beast.
Brandy is unbelievable, man. I work with her too. I got a lot of records with her too. She like my little sister, man. She dope.
She's a
Hey man,
beast.
hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, Brandy is on when I tell you, man, you know what? She started studying what's her name, man? When she came out in gospel music.
Oh, what's her name that everybody mad at right now?
Yeah.
I'm
Tyrese
Cheryl.
thinking.
actually signed her, man. I was about to work on her too. What's her name?
Caesar, is this not Caesar?
No, it's the one that do all the riffing.
Hold on, real quick. Let's get her name. Hold on, real quick. Let me get it.
Kim Burrell.
Yes, yes,
No, Tim, you can come
Timberwell.
back as Kim Burrell.
Right,
Thanks,
You
music
know
tip.
what? It
Timberwell.
is Kim Burrell. She
Timberwell.
started.
You-
Timberwell.
Brandy started studying Kim Burrell.
thanks,
Man,
music
she
tip.
sound like a little. She sound like her is her tone, but all the stuff that Kim Burrell be doing. I'm like, Man, don't nobody understand that, man. That's jazz and all kind of weird stuff, weird
Yeah,
notes you going to, like
it
in
is.
between notes. Like nobody really understand that, man. You gonna throw. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing, man. You throwing yourself off, man, because you're gonna
It's
go
too
in,
much.
you're gonna go in the studio and be doing all that, and everybody gonna be like, "What the heck is that?" We know Brandy from The Boy Is Mine and all this stuff. Like,
Right.
what is this right here? You know
Yeah,
what I
when you
mean?
start riffing too much and you start going extra to them extra places, because I like Kim Burrell's voice, but after a while I'm like, okay, can we not? Y'all gotta take me out of church right now and take me. I need to come back. And let me tell you what I don't like.
Yeah.
And I said it because I'm from the Bronx. I ain't scared of none of them. Nobody. I don't like none of that. Everybody's all extra and prideful. I can't stand that. That prideful because you can sing and everybody's bowing down to you because you dope. I can't stand when people take that and use that and then say slick stuff about other people and treat
Yeah.
other people bad. I don't like that. And I'm that one that I'll fight you. I'll be like,
You
what?
know what? It's crazy too, man. The Bible talk about that, man. Talk about prideful.
Exactly.
You can't
You
be
can't, and you
prideful,
ain't
man.
even supposed to, you're not even supposed to, you're not supposed to hype yourself up. You're not supposed to, give yourself all of these, whatever. The most High said, let people do it. Let the
Exactly.
people do it for you.
Yeah.
But then she got people bowing down to her. And that I don't like because they like, oh, you can't say nothing about Kim Burrell. I remember when she did that little church thing and told a lady something about her singing and whatever. Oh, I let her have it on that little. I was on Instagram like I can't write fast enough. I can't type, and I was like, y'all ain't got nothing to do with God. What God y'all talking about? And people was like trying to hit me and say, "Oh, Jackie, you're taking that. You're being too serious." Serious? What are y'all talking about? You don't play with the Most High. You don't tell nobody they can't sing. That lady got up and she wanted to sing. Like I was just like that lady got up and she sung her version of her song in her head. Who are you to tell that woman that she was singing crazy and tell her to be quiet and that you praying or you doing whatever in your head? I All I know is it's gonna be a lot of people on fire. That's all I know. They
They
gonna
gotta
get
they
their
gotta
life.
you know
Yeah.
what? You gotta
Humble
study that
yourself.
word, man, and
Yeah.
understand, man. Like you can't you just can't do that, man. You can't be it says, man, a pride, that scripture
Yeah,
that
pride
talks
comes
about
before the
prideful
fall.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man,
right.
you can't do that, man.
Yeah. But when you think of because you talk about doing too much, and you think about when Whitney first came out, her biggest albums were when she wasn't doing too much. They were more poppy sort of thing, and they really crossed over.
Yeah.
And the black community disowned, like, man, you're too, where's the riffs? You can't. I was like, no, but this was accessible, and they had to sort of rein her in. But even with her
But
powerful
you know
voice,
what?
Whitney
I'm gonna
just.
tell you, man. You know what? You telling the truth, man, because on Joe, go back and listen to Joe first album, man. He was doing every riff he can think of, man. And that second album, that's when we came in and worked with him. I said, Joe, and here's what I said to him. I said, Joe, I said, man, I'm one of your biggest fans. I said, but you know what? I said, man, let me produce you and guide you, man. I was like, I know you're a producer too, man, but let me guide you, man. You know what I mean? And then
Wait, what
ever
was
since then, he got it. He figured it out, man. He was like, you know what? If I want to do some of that, let me do it on the end. Let me do it on
what
the
was
end of
the
the record.
song? Well, I mean, what was the album that had um 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 baby, I want to do all the things.
The
What album was
second
that?
album. The
So
second
That
that's
album.
was
the
the.
album. That's the album y'all worked on.
That's the album we worked on, yeah. That
Man,
song is crazy right there, by the way. That's when he
man, who
got it.
did
You
that?
know, man, he was like,
That was the dude that did that song.
Rodney Darkchild.
Who did that? Who
Rodney
did
no,
it?
Jerkins.
Rodney did
Rodney Jerkins did that.
Don't Want to Be a Player No More.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh,
Don't want to
Rodney
be a
did that.
player.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What's his name? I think I know who did it, but I can't think of his name right now. And look, I call everybody baby when I can't remember.
I did. You know what? I did a remix on that song though.
That
Me and
album,
Bob did a remix on that.
that album,
But
straight
you know what
bananas.
though, man? That's when Joe, man, got it, man. He was like, you know what? Just because I know how to riff, man, and all I could do every riff in the book,
Okay. They
don't
said
mean I should
Joe
keep doing it
produced it.
all the time, man. Like, save that
Who
for
produced
later.
it?
Joe produced it. That's what he produced it with Joshua Thompson.
With Joshua Thompson. Okay.
Yeah, he played the guitar. He was dope,
You
man.
play, right.
Yeah, acoustic Joshua Thompson. Yeah.
You know
Well
what,
done,
man?
Michael.
I'm
Music
gonna tell you,
tips. Yeah.
man. You know what was crazy, man? I was, me and Joe kind of fell out, man. We cool now,
No,
but we fell out, man, over missing you, man. He
Oh,
put
the case
Joshua
stuff.
Thomas. Do you know, man? Like he put Joshua Thomas on the record. He wasn't even in town, man, when we did that record. The nigga wasn't even
wow.
in town, man. And all of a sudden, man, when the credits came out, I was like, how he get on here? He wasn't even in town.
Yeah, how he get on this?
I'm like, he came in like a day or two later. We had already did it. And then I remember Kedar was like, nah, that's too pop, man. I don't even want it. He paid us for it, but he didn't even want it. So then when Case got it, that's when he came back and was like, hey man, what's up with this, man? I'm like, you said it was too pop. No, I didn't say that. No, man. Y'all getting it wrong, man. So we fixed it, but it was weird. So then when it came out, man, all of a sudden, man, Joshua's name was on there. Man, they took us to court on all that, man. I was like, all right, let's go to court, man, because man, he was not there, man.
Wait,
Yo,
who
it's cool
did?
if you want to give him some of yours, that's cool, man. Like,
Right, don't be giving him yours. Right.
Your percentage was what it was, man, but he ain't gonna get none of our percentage, man. Come on,
Right.
man.
Right. Wait, Tim, who did Faded Pictures?
Somebody else did that.
With Case and Joe.
We didn't do that.
Oh, y'all didn't do it? I never knew who
we
did
didn't do
Faded
that.
Pictures. Case is
Faded
my boy
Pictures was
too.
dope.
One of my
That
good
was really
friends.
dope.
I gotta call Case to find out. I gotta
Yeah, but we gave Cases
hit him
only
up.
number one
Well,
record.
not
Missing
call him.
You
I
was
don't
the
know his
only
damn
number
number no
one
more, but
record.
go ahead.
Missing You was number one for about like 2 months? Yeah.
That's my joint. Woohoo!
You know what? You know why that's so big is because I didn't have him do no ad. I told him, I said, man, save the ad libs for the end, man. Just sing the song. The song
That
already
was dope.
laying there. Just go ahead and sing it, man.
That was dope. All I know is I want one of these, and I want one of these. So I'm just saying, I want one of these. Okay.
Got you. You know what?
Okay.
Check your email in
Oh, no.
a day or two. Check your email in a day or two. That's all I need to hear.
No, because you get ghosts. Because you got ghost on me for a minute, and I was like, is he working with? Look, because I be typing with one finger, and I'm like, is he working with? Who you working with this week? Because I know you working with somebody because you ain't answering the phone. You not. You stopped calling me for a minute. I was calling you, but then you text me back, and I was like, you good?
Yeah, I know you was hit me up. You know what it was?
He got 29 artists he's working on now.
That's what it was. I was working on so many artists and I was working on so much music, man. I was forgetting to hit back, man. Because I wouldn't bring my phone back to my studio, man. So and then I'll come back and look at when I want to take a break and sit down or whatever. Now look, I'm like, dang, sis hit me, man. I forgot to hit her back. Dang. But you know what? Hey, Jackie.
29 records.
Hey, Jackie, you gotta get on Donnell album. I'm telling you, man. You got to.
I'm in.
You know what? When we get off the phone
about it, I'm in.
So when I get off the phone, I can tell him that you want to rock with him.
Yep.
Okay,
tell him
I'm
in.
As soon as we get off the phone, I'm finna take. We making it known right now.
What? Tell him I'm in. Like yesterday.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him that too, because I think he want me to do this whole album with him, man.
Okay.
So him. And if you know what, if you want to get on Faith's Daughter album too, man, let's go.
Yeah, look. I don't even want to sing with nobody that can riff and carry on. I'd be like, no, thank you. I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Hey, you know what? whatever I'm working on, I want you to be on there.
Yep. I'm in.
For
You
real.
act like we live across the street. We don't live across the street.
But you know what? Computers, man. Computers.
Yeah.
We got
So,
computer technology right now. I can say,
you know
yeah,
what?
I can click my fingers, man. You can have anything that I'm on, that I'm working on.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think one of the things that Tim mentioned was the fact that because when he came on and he spoke about having two strokes and recovering, and I think a lot of people weren't aware of that. But most people say, "Oh, I hope he's okay," and that was it. But the fact that when I spoke to Tim 2 weeks ago, he says, "Yeah, I want to thank you." It was off camera. Thank you for hooking me up with Jackie because every day she calls and little prayer and sees how I'm doing, and I'm like, "Wow." And so he was saying that, yeah, that you do that, and you never told me that. Yeah, thanks for hooking me up with Tim because I'm checking on him, and that just shows that you weren't asking him for give me a track, give me a beat, give me a hit. It was like, how are you doing? Are you okay? And stuff like that. So it's time for you to get your flowers, and it's time for
No, it is. You know
Oh,
what?
thank
And
you.
that's why, you know what? That's why I want to put Jackie on everything, man, because she's so sweet, man. That's a
yeah.
sweet girl. And she got talent, man. You know what? She got to
I'm a
get, it's time to
troublemaker
get
too.
out there, man.
Look, I'm a
It's time for you.
troublemaker too, Tim. So if
No,
you
It's,
need
don't
but you know
somebody,
what?
what you need? I got your
take your
back. Well,
take
what?
your flowers,
It's time for
Jackie.
you to get out there and
No,
get
thank you,
outside, man. People need to know, man, that you can
Yeah,
still sing, and you one of
thank
these
you,
legends, man, that need to be heard, man, on all everything, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
thank
I
you.
really,
I appreciate y'all.
I seriously
I
think
really
that,
do. I
man.
appreciate y'all bigging me up, and I first I got to thank Namdi, for always bigging his sister up, and I'm so grateful. We done did how many lives we done did, and I think Tim is catching up. Tim is catching up to
I'm catching up with you,
Tim
G.
is catching up to me and Woody. I think Woody did more than me, and I think Tim is catching up. So they know
You
who
know what
your
it is?
favorites are now,
Mine is.
Namdi.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Jackie? Mine is cut up. That's what it is. So it
No, no,
seems
no,
Well,
like
no.
I
What
did a
happened?
lot.
No, see, so like Tim, I think this is I don't even I think this is Tim's third or fourth time. I can't even keep count. But back
Ne-
in the day, it used to be like Jackie and Woody came on with Pamela from Total. We'll just be
yeah,
coming
we
on
did.
live and just talking about anything and everything. So we did when you
Hey,
do
you
the
know
I do
what?
the yeah.
Namdi, man, you know what? I want to thank you too, man, because when I first had my stroke, man, when we talked for like I think we talked like 3 hours, man. And you
Yeah.
know what, man, is the therapist told me, they was like, you know what, if you want to get your voice all the way back, you got to do a lot of talking, man. So you know what? Your first one, remember I told you, I said I'm talking better now because of you. I said, thank you, man. I wasn't talking like this.
No,
Go back to when I was first talking to you, man. I wasn't talking as good. I'm talking as
wow.
good because of you.
No.
Well, and
For
then
real,
and
man.
Namdi is a and then
I'm snappy.
he's a
I'm
great
on it.
listener.
Everything because of you, man. For
And
real.
he's a great listener too, Tim. Because he's a psychologist, he's all into that with the kids, and he listened to everybody. And I told him, you're so patient. He's so patient. You
Yeah,
know,
he is. Yeah.
he's very,
And you know
very,
what?
very patient.
Most important, man, you know your stuff, man.
He know his stuff.
You know,
Everything,
man. You got your pulse on what's going on, man. You know what's going
everything.
on, and you know who did what. You know what I'm saying? And you know who you need to be talking to, man. You be
That's
getting the
right.
right people, man. You be talking to
That's
the key
right.
people that need to be their stories need to be heard, man. You know what I mean? Because everybody be trying to take credit, man. Like for instance, like Tammy Lucas, man. Like I did not know she did all that she did until I saw it from you.
That's
I
right.
ain't gonna even lie, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I think one of the things I don't, yeah, I think as much as it is, we listen to the stories. Um, a lot of people have been following all of you guys. There's loads of people that know about all the stuff Tim's been doing. A lot of us know about a lot of stuff. I didn't realize Jackie sang with Toto. Um, and then people's wonder you come up with one of the biggest hits in the 80s, then you disappear. So we didn't realize about album getting shelved and all the other stuff. And but these are stories, even hearing about your friend that did just got paid, you know, um,
Johnny.
Johnny Kemp. Yeah,
Yeah, Johnny Kim.
yeah. So
He
just
passed
hearing
away,
these,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Man, bless
yeah.
his soul, man.
But I mean, these are stories that back in the day, we didn't if we didn't see it on Ebony, Right on, or Black Beat, we didn't hear about it. We just we didn't know what was going on, and so yeah, just giving people a platform to share. Someone like Jimmy Jenkins, he calls me up sometimes at 1 in the morning, like he's like, oh, I don't know the time difference and stuff, and he's like, and he's gonna come on next week and stuff like that. But this is
Oh,
just
yeah.
people to hear
It's gonna be
this.
on.
it's just it's just people just to share your stories because people love
Yeah.
these stories and
His
stuff like
story.
that.
His
Hey, you know
story is
what?
great.
Hey, you know what? We gotta go ahead. We gotta say this, man. This is the reason why you even doing this. Your single is out today, Jackie, right?
Well, it's
It,
coming out.
it was supposed to be out
It was
today.
supposed to be out today, but remember we said that it's all in the Most High's timing. So
Okay.
it didn't come
Well,
out
you know
today. It
what?
went to radio. It went to radio. Look, some radio stations.
Is it
I'm
on
praying
iTunes
that
right
because
now?
no, not yet. It'll probably be in the morning. They jacked me and it wasn't on, so it's
Okay,
good.
everybody. Hey, look, everybody. Tomorrow morning, man, go to iTunes, man, and download her single. This is a legend right here.
Oh man, thank you, thank
This
you,
is a
thank you.
legend
Yeah,
beyond a legend, man. Everybody gotta go get your record, man. They gotta support.
Namdi, thank
yeah.
you, Tim. Wait, hold up, Namdi. Do you have a piece of it you can play? Tim, you heard
Um,
it. I sent it to you.
Yeah, no, I got it. And you know what? On download it when it comes on iTunes.
Thank you, boo.
Cause
All I know
no,
is
we gotta support. You know what? We gotta support each other, man.
we
That's what
do.
this is
We
yeah,
about.
do.
yeah,
But you got
That's what
me. You
this is
got me to
about,
sing
man.
on. You got me to sing on whatever you need me to sing on. I'm in. I'm there.
yeah.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be throwing you a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be like, okay, this is for you. And then you know what? Do the second verse on this one right here for me.
Stupid. You so stupid. Oh my god.
Yeah, Jay,
I was
Jay, Jay said it's on unless it's on stream, but it's not. Once it's out, the moment that it's out, yeah, definitely you know that it will get pushed out here and stuff like that. The moment it's out and stuff,
oh yeah.
It's a
and
dope
It'll be
record
out the
too.
next couple of days. And
yeah,
I'm excited because it's a really, really good song. It's just
That's a
a
dope
great
record.
song.
It
It's
is, man.
and Tim heard it. And it's not I didn't sing too much and I didn't sing too little. I did just
mm,
enough,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, you did. Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what? You know what I like about it, man? That you just escape for just like 3 minutes, man. You just escape from your reality of what's going on. Like anything that's going on in your life, you just escape from that. And you just
Mhm.
enjoy listening to some good music for a change, man.
Right,
For just
right,
just for under 4 minutes, man. You forget about what's going on, man.
right.
That's what I think music should be about. Either
Yeah,
you going through something that what that song is saying, or the song can make you just escape reality for a minute. So that's what our job
right.
is, man, is to make people
To do
feel
that.
good for 3 or 4 minutes, man. A little bit
Yeah,
under 4 minutes, man. That's what
yeah,
our job is.
that's
Once we
yeah,
right.
did that, we accomplished it, man. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's
We
yeah,
want to
right.
make people just escape for a minute, man.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
And you know what? It marks time too. So you remember, man, when you heard a good song, you remember what you was doing, man.
That's
yeah,
right.
Like
yeah.
what Make It Last Forever. I remember what I was doing when I heard that. You know what I'm
No,
Don't
saying?
be telling
yeah.
me you was doing nothing. You was a baby. You better not have been doing nothing you wasn't supposed to.
But I can still remember that song from when it first came out, and it's funny because I think the only two songs I remember from that album is "I Wanna" and "Make It Last Forever," and this is when I was in Nigeria, so that song crossed into Nigeria back then. So yeah, there are a few songs that go
And
global, and
what you know what? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just from what it's saying, man, make it last forever, man.
mm,
and it's lasting forever, man. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
lasting forever. The Most High truly did that. 'Cause
Man, I'm telling you, man, that song that's still gonna be what it's gonna be in 20 more years.
Yeah.
We still gonna be talking about it in 20 more years.
and
Make it
Yeah.
old and
last.
dirty.
It's called Make It Last Forever for a reason, man. Like
Yeah,
God came in and gave them, man, gave all y'all, man. Like he really came in and touched that, man. And you
Yeah.
know what? I remember Quincy telling me that a long time ago when we was doing Tamia. He was like, man, I do 80% of the record, and then I leave that 20% with God, man. So God can walk in the room and bless it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Sometimes, man, God, well, most of the time, God, if you want a record like Make It Last Forever, so into you and all that, you got to have God come in and got to bless the record,
That's
man. You
right.
know what I mean? He got to
That's
come
right.
in and touch it.
You do.
Yeah, but
He does.
it's the concept around the track, because you're singing, whether it's a love song or whether it's a relationship song, it is what you're writing. Well, so when I interviewed Elder Barge, and he spoke about writing, Time Will Reveal, he said he was sitting it was in a park, and he saw two couples talking, and he just had a vision of them, of their conversation, and he put it to paper. So the whole Time Will Reveal was about them, their relationship, and he didn't know what they were saying, but
Hey, you
that's
know
what
I'm
it
about to
was.
work on him.
On Isle.
I'm about to work with L. So you know what?
You working
I
on
wasn't saying
everybody.
when
You
I
just
was
doing
talking to
the
you, man.
world.
I wasn't saying all the people I was working on because I wasn't sure if I was gonna work on them or not. Now I can
Ah,
tell you, man.
now you can tell.
I'm working on Elder Barge, Donnell, and then Bobby V. I'm finna work on him too.
Bobby
Okay.
Jackie,
Valentine.
Jackie, get ready, man. I'm finna throw you so much stuff. I'm be like, and then I'm gonna give you specific instructions. I'm be like, you know what? Write your verse because I want you to have some publishing on them because I know what I'm about to do right now. Everything gonna go platinum, man. I ain't even worried about that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
Yeah.
be like, Jackie, write your verse.
Man, a Jackie Elder
Do the
Barge type of
second.
duet would be.
Imagine that, man.
He was
that
some.
would be
Can you
Yeah,
imagine that?
yeah. So when
Oh
he's
my
ready for his
goodness, it's
second
going
album, he
down.
said he will come back when he's got his album ready, because we've been waiting for
when
this
he's
for
doing his
two
album.
years. So after I
Yeah.
interviewed him, I said,
He
"Come back."
signed to our boy Corey Rooney. You know Corey Rooney, right?
Oh, he
He
signed
signed
to
to his
Corey.
label.
Corey's
He signed to
my boy.
Corey.
Get
Yep, Corey
out of
Rooney is
here.
my. I got on all of
That's
J
my
Lo's
boy.
albums from Corey, man. Corey did
Right,
all of them
right,
albums,
right,
man.
right, right. All the J Lo
So
records. Yep.
And
so
he
he would
did
That's
call
my
and
me,
he
boy.
and
I
he
Corey.
and
love
he did
Corey.
Everything
Father's
Corey
Day,
do,
and
man, he be like, he called me up and be like, "Hey Tim, you want to work on such and such?" I'll be like, "Yeah." So all of a sudden he would put me on it. But then I remember L was signed to somebody else, so I was working on him then. But then Corey called me and said, "Hey man, guess who I got, man?" I'm like, "Who?" We was over at Tyrese's crib listening to the album that me and Bam did for Tyrese, right? So Bam did most of it, but
are you talking
I
about
did a lot of it.
Brian Alexander Morgan?
No, Bam, it's another Bam. He a younger
Okay,
dude. He
okay.
dope, man. He really dope. Um, but anyway, we was listening to the record, man. Corey was over there, and Corey brought El DeBarge over there. I'm like, what L doing here? He was like, hey man, I got L signed to my label, man. I'm like, for real?
That's
What a
crazy. That's
combination,
dope.
man. I'm like, hey man, I gotta get on this album,
I
man.
was supposed to.
Do you know, man? That was like let me see. That was like maybe a year ago. You
Oh,
know what? I'll take that back. That was a year ago, but 3 years ago, Corey had L for like 3 years, man. They've been working on this album
What?
for 3 years.
yeah. As I said, I
Well,
was interviewed
let
El,
me
and
say,
El
I was
says,
gonna say,
yeah. El says he was
let me
gonna,
Yeah.
say
yeah,
that.
he was gonna finish up his album. Then we'll promote it. But yeah, but that he hasn't finished it. So
Hey
I
man,
Did
know.
I
you
sat
now?
here.
Did you say he called you? He called you on Father's Day. Is that what you said?
No, 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 no. I was talking about
Oh,
Corey Road did production with
oh,
Prince Marky
on the
D on
record.
on Father MC's album Father's
Oh,
Day,
on
Yeah,
Father's Day.
and
Oh,
yeah,
they
okay,
sure
okay.
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said,
Corey's
you know
cool.
what? I'm looking forward to getting back with L, man, because I worked with L, man, at the beginning of my career, man. Remember I told you that?
Okay, was that on his? Yeah, you mentioned. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Jackie.
Yeah,
Oh, he
man. He
kept
was
you.
one. He was one of the first artists that I worked with when I got in the industry, man. And it was crazy because we took a break, right? We took a break and we was driving to a restaurant, and I called my mom, right? And she was like, "You working with Elder Bars? No way." I'm like, "Hold on, mom." So I gave him the phone, man, and he got all in that cute, all that sexy voice he got. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Da, da, da. I'm like, "Man, stop trying to hit on my
Oh,
mom, man. That's my mom right there, dog."
goodbye.
He was like, "Hey," he was like, L got in this little sweet voice. He was like, "Hey, mama, how you doing? Everything all right?" He got all in his sweet voice, man. And then I started talking to my mom. My mom was all smitten, man. I'm like, "Man, what did you do to my mom, man? Golly, man." I remember that.
You know what? I never met L before. Never. I know
L is
Chico
funny,
very
man.
well. I
He's
never met
funny and
L.
dope.
Never.
He's funny
I
and
heard.
he's dope.
I heard he was funny. A lot of people said he's funny.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, when he sit down, when he sit down and start playing, when he start playing and singing, man, it's over with.
Yeah, he gets lost in his
I'm
music.
telling you, it's over. He
That's
Yeah,
throws so
dope.
many dope chords, man. I gotta give it up to him, man.
yeah.
I'll be like, "Ew,
Wow.
what's that?" You know what? And I know a lot of chords, man. I can play a lot of. I'm talking about, like, if I hear it, I know I can play it. You know what I'm saying? But he was hitting some chords. I'm like,
That you like,
one
wait a
thing,
minute. What is that?
one thing about me, I'm not prideful, man. If I don't know it, I'm gonna ask you, man. So he was hitting some chords, man. And I went up to him. I'm like, "L, what's these chords you playing, dog?" He was like, "Here, I'll show you, man." So he started showing me, man. His hands were so spread it crazy, man. I was like,
I'm so done
"Wow,
with you.
man." I hope I remember.
I'm
Let
so
me go
done
home
with
and
you.
practice these scores, because um, your hands was
Wait, I'm
real
losing y'all
stretched
again.
out.
What happened? Y'all was
His
No,
good
hands
for a
was
minute.
real stretched out, but he
Y'all starting
dope,
to get
man.
robotic again.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay,
He
well,
dope.
I know, Ramdy, you have to go because it's bedtime. I
it
gotta
is.
go because I'm like Herb Middleton. Wait, I'm like Herb Middleton now. I gotta go to the bathroom.
No, it is
Hey,
one
what
Remember
a.m.
Herb
in
Herb
the
been
morning.
said
doing, man?
he
Tell
said
Herb
his
I said what's up.
interview was so long. I
Hey,
gave Herb your number and he said he tried to call you and you ain't hit him back.
you know what?
I said because
I
he
probably
probably doing 2,200 songs.
what's his prefix on the beginning of his number? Oh, we can't give it
Oh
out.
Lord. Oh
Yeah, it's
Oh,
wait,
fine.
does he have a New York number? Wait a minute. I can't
Yeah.
this
remember. I don't know nobody's
hey,
number.
you know what? Text it to me, Jackie. Text me his number because I want to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He
text it
was
to you. I gave
he
him
was
I gave him your number and he called you because remember y'all supposed to be talking about your whole stuff
yeah,
that
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
both
yeah.
been so yeah.
Yeah, let's link that back up, man. Did he do some records on you
Yeah,
yet?
I will and I'm gonna call well he was regressing a little bit,
Oh,
and then
okay.
now he's doing really good. He's doing really good now.
When
Okay,
I interviewed
good.
him, I
Um
didn't realize I didn't realize he had the stroke until
Hey,
after the
man.
interview. I
Herb
didn't
is
realize
so
during the.
dope,
oh
man.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
When I
I
tell you,
interviewed him.
hey,
Yeah, but I didn't realize he had a stroke. But
he
I
one
know.
of the first, you know what? He one of the first producers outside of Dark that I met when I first made it, man. He came in. I walked in the room and I was like, "Hey, man, what's this, man?" It was a dope track. It was a slow jump. I'm like, "Man, what is this, dog?" He was like, "This for Mary right here." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "You know Mary?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my sister, man." I'm like, "Man, tell her I want to get on her album, man." Do you know he called her
This
right then
one
and
right
there,
here is
man.
off the chain.
He
Yeah.
This
called her
one, I'm gonna
right
send you.
there.
I'm definitely gonna send you his number again.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
I ever send it to you? No, maybe I didn't. I thought I
Yeah.
did. No, I gave him yours though. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, Nambi. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
Jackie. Okay, I know you need to go. So when we'll get you to record a message around the competition to do the production for your vocals. We'll sort that out when your stuff is
Okay.
available. We'll also push that out. But I know you need to go because you've been on 3 hours.
I
But
you
yeah, but don't forget to
know,
hit. hit Tim up with Tammy because
Don't tell me
I,
stuff.
Yeah,
Definitely,
man.
definitely. Y'all gotta link. You know what? I didn't even think about it. I definitely want to do the competition thing because I think it'll be great. But I never even thought about sending the damn zip track
no, send it to
to
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah,
Never
we'll
thought
send,
about it.
we'll send it
Send
to him
it.
first and then see what happens because she recorded. She had some vocals on a track that had Houdini's sample. Couldn't get it cleared, but she's got the vocals on it. So yes, you send it to Tim first and see how that goes. And
What?
she's got.
You want to
Man,
test?
hold
You
on,
want to take
man.
it?
You
You want
just
to take it?
said one of my favorite groups, Houdini. She
So she
sampled
had
Man,
Houdini
yeah
on
I did that.
one of the records.
I
Oh my
did no, I
goodness,
did
man.
a remake
of
with
friends.
Father
Yeah.
MC of Friends, but I can't use it because I talked to Jaleel and Jaleel was like, "Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you can use it." But then his lawyer manager, Dan told me that they don't own the masters to it. Sony does. So
Wow.
I ain't got no money to give Sony so I can use the song. And
Yeah, they gonna try to kill you with that. Cause
right.
Friends
So
was so big, man.
Yeah.
I
So she
know.
got the
Friends is
yes.
So
one of
I
the
had
biggest
to.
rap song. That was one of the biggest rap songs that came out.
Yeah.
It was gonna be so dope. But so I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you the Pro Tools session, and
Send it to me.
I'll send it
Send it
to
to
you
me. Send it to me in a zip,
because
man. I'll
I
finish
need a
it.
new track to it now. I need a new track to it. The vocals are there, so you see what you can do with it.
Look, don't worry about it. I got whatever you want. I got it. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
I got
So
you.
yeah. So send it to him first. See how that goes. Then if anything, then yeah, we probably competition could be for a remix. But
And
yeah.
then
Okay.
and then you know what? We're gonna come back on the show and we're gonna talk about it with you.
Hey, you both know.
We
I mean,
in.
this is home. So we've been on for three
Right,
hours. So that
right, right. It's time for
Hey,
Namdi to go to bed, and I'm like an old lady. I gotta pee,
no,
and
it's been
Nambi
three
look
hours.
tired too. It's still daytime here.
right. Namdi, thank you
It's
so
only
much,
5 o'clock here. What time is
I
it where you at,
appreciate
man?
you.
What time is it where you at,
I
Nambi?
appreciate you. Yeah,
At
what time is it there, Namdi?
quarter
Now
What
past
time
one in
is
the
it?
morning. Quarter
Almost
past one
one?
in the morning. No,
Man,
15 minutes past 1 a.m.
hey, do you know,
in the
man?
morning.
You know what? I gotta make myself go to sleep, man. I was up till about like 3 in the morning doing tracks. And I looked up, I'm like, man, go to bed, man. What you doing, man? You don't do this no more. You
We
do
trying to
tracks
let him
all
go to
day.
bed
What you
too.
doing at 3 in the morning?
He
Get
ain't.
to sleep.
Namdi ain't like us. He ain't. He don't stay up all night, Tim. So he got to go to bed now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But as I said, whenever, yeah. So yeah, we within a week or two, or it doesn't matter. We can always do this. It's easy for me. I just
Yeah,
need to
we
put on the
can.
camera. So yeah, we can do that. So, but yeah, it'd be great if I could see, if I could hear, yeah. And I'm gonna get Donnell back, at the top, talk about his album and stuff. But
That's gonna
Oh,
be
we about
dope.
to. Ooh, we. All right, man.
Crown, it's
I
crown,
cannot wait to work on that, man.
yes,
You
but
know what,
crown.
Nambi was so crazy, man. You know what? You introducing me to a new crowd, man, because it's like 5 people want to do a podcast with me from where you at all of a sudden,
That's
man.
crazy. Cause,
It's like
cause,
5 people. They
cause
like,
Tim,
because
you got like 3,200 stories. You be so good with it. Cause
it's
you got
crazy.
29,000 stories.
It's
Cause it's
crazy that they
funny.
was like, they said, hey, yo, we from Great Britain, man. We want to do a podcast. In my mind,
That's dope.
I'm like, man, I gotta be from Nambi, man. Ain't nobody hit me up from there, man. I'm like,
I think what's happening is people are watching and stuff. But as I said, but it's all positive here though. So yeah, it's all positive. But
Yes.
I'll let you guys go. And once we need to come back, it's easy for me to set this up. But Jackie,
cool.
once the single is officially out, I'm gonna
I
push
was
it and
about to say
publish it.
that. Everybody
Yeah,
go download my Big Sis single
yeah. Slow
tomorrow.
down.
If y'all don't
Yeah,
see it tonight, it's gonna be on there tomorrow.
yeah,
Download it, all right? Y'all make sure
yeah.
y'all
Thank
download my
thank
support
you.
my
Thank
sis,
you.
man.
Yeah, we're
Slow
I'm
gonna
telling
push
down.
it.
you,
It's called
We're
it's
slow
a dope
down. Slow
record.
down.
It's a
yeah,
good
Thank you.
record too. It's a really good
Thank you.
record,
Thank
man.
you.
Y'all
yeah.
Thank
y'all gonna see what I mean. It's a good record.
Yeah.
Hit that 90. What is it? What is it? 99 cent, $1.29. I mean, everybody. I know everybody got that, man. Support them,
Yeah.
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Right.
Once
Come
it
on, you
comes
can find
out.
$1.29 on the floor.
Right.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
We got to support, man.
Yeah.
Stream it, buy
It'll
it. Come
happen.
on, man.
Marty Johnson is still here. Wow. He says we'll check it out. Okay.
Hey, Marty.
What's
All
up,
right, y'all.
Marty?
I gotta
Yeah,
bounce.
that's fine. That's fine,
So, and
Jackie.
I know
So,
you gotta bounce. Tim, I
yeah.
love you. Namdi,
Love you,
I love
sis.
you. Y'all, my babies, brothers, and I love y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's
Okay.
Love you,
it's
sis.
always gonna be love when we get together. Clown.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Okay,
hey,
Jackie. So,
give
yeah,
me your herb.
we'll
Y'all
keep
hit me up,
talking.
and somebody tell Tammy to call me too, so I can talk to
No,
No,
I'm
her.
gonna hit you up,
Jackie's
Tim. I'm gonna hit
Jackie's
you
All
up
gonna
right.
do that.
tonight. I'm gonna send
Okay.
you all the
Cool.
info. Okay,
Okay.
on Herb and Tammy.
Okay. Cool.
And
Got
then
it.
All
I'm gonna
right.
tell Tammy that Namdi was the one that did it all.
She knows. It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine.
Absolutely.
All right. See you,
Nambi,
Jackie.
you're a good dude, man. I love you, man.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.
Okay. See you, Tim.
See you
Yeah,
later, man. Be good, man.
will do, man.